Yeah, okay, I'm on here. Yeah, okay.
Hello, I'll be talking like that. You good? Okay. Tom Corritor is in the house. Let's see if our audio's working. That'd be awesome. Nick is at network controls. You know, he's spinning the tunes, Tommy. You hear Nick? He's there. It's vinyl. He's got the record player out, spinning some tunes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to introduce to you the lovely ladies of the Omaha, the four-year, and that's right, I said it right, the defending CIF Dance Team of the Year. It's the one and only, the Flying Sergeant Anderson Prime News Team.
You know why that doesn't work, Kirk? Because it's not plugged in. It's not plugged in. You aren't even in radio. You knew that.
I never missed a beef game.
You knew that. It wasn't plugged in. That's why I wasn't playing. That's there. We got Q monitor there. Turn that down there. Turn that to there. What am I missing? Tommy? Oh, you know what we need? We want to watch the other games, right? Got all teams are playing tonight. All 6 teams, 3 games. All right, Nick, you there? All right, we will go in 4 minutes. He's here, Fat Man. That's the only thing Nick knows about football is you can't throw a pass to a fat man.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
And they tried that last week down in Dodge City.
Yeah, you can't do it.
No,
What happened? He dropped the ball.
that's right.
I'm going to put this down. Here, you got this too.
Let's see one more time your Prime News Team, sponsored by the Fighting Tom Davidson, coached by the amazing Sam Prime Munoz.
Right here. Live stats. How about
The Heartland. Here, champions are revealed. What motivates us and sets us apart from those that have it and those that don't? It's the presence of mind knowing that we've been there before and we will be there again. It's the tenacity, the power, the passion to reach into your very soul, latch onto it, and rise above all obstacles to become legendary. Our preparation, our dedication force us to endure. We may experience defeat, but we will not remain defeated. We are more than fans in the stands and players on the field. We are a family. This is our home, our team. This is the Slaughterhouse.
Good time. He has a man downfield and it's completed. And he finds the goal line. It's a touchdown for Omaha. From about 49 yards. That's a long enough kick. It is good. Fakes the hand. Actually does give it to him. To the 20. The 15. Runs over a blocker. Pressure once again steps away from it. Throws downfield. And it's intercepted. You can't throw a pass to a fat guy.
Omaha on the count of three. I need you to please ring your bells for me. Tell the whole world what you come to see. 1, 2, 3.
proud sponsors of the Omaha Beef radio broadcast include First Command, B&D Turf Cars, Bath Fitter, Berkshire Hathaway Realtor, Bree Beck, Budget Rent-A-Car, Celeron, Certified Piedmontese, Comfort Inn and Suites, CPR, Cell Phone Repair, Crown Property Management, DBS Burke, Down Syndrome Alliance, Eternal Tattoo, Great Clips, In-Phase Car Audio, Jerseys, Kingdom Insurance, King's Moving, La Smash, Lufties, Mangelsons, Marines, Mattress King, McAllister's Deli, Nebraska Ortho and Sports, Ozzy's, Peaceful Roads, Pint 9, Porky Butts, Robert's Nursery, Salsaritas, Schrock Innovations, Scores, See the Trainer, Titanium HVAC, Valley Marine, and Zero Res.
Everybody get ready for the Omaha beef. Football's what I come to see, and I'm hungry for some beef. Talk about beef, 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 beef. Let's talk about beef, 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 beef. Let's talk about beef.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Ralston Arena, where it's another beautiful night for indoor football. Todd Walkenhorst, Kirk Heyer, Tom Cortor will be joining momentarily. And tonight, do we have a game for you? The top two teams in Champions Indoor Football will face off tonight as the second place Omaha Beef hosts the undefeated Salina Liberty. Salina comes into tonight's contest 7-0 in league play, and with a win here tonight, they secure the top spot and home field advantage for the upcoming CIF playoffs, with 2 regular seasons yet to go, or regular season games yet to go. Omaha comes into tonight with questions to answer. Omaha met the Liberty on April 10th, the first league game for the Beef. Salina cruised to a 26-8 victory at the Tony's Pizza Event Center, and the Liberty have continued to cruise, 7 straight victories in fact, and a week off last week as they prepared for their trip to Omaha. The Beef, on the other hand, they feel like they've been improving, quietly winning 4 of their last 5 games, but the story of this game, it's offense versus defense. Salina pretty much down the stat sheet, first place in every offensive category. On the other side, Omaha in first place in nearly every defensive category. Should be a good one when we come back on the Omaha Beef pregame show, brought to you by Crown Property Management. We will talk to the head coach, Marvin Jones, about tonight's contest. We'll be right back. You're listening to Omaha Beef professional indoor football all across the Boomer Sports Network. Next time you're looking for a haircut, why not just get a haircut? Get a great clip. If you have hair, they can help you out. Men, women, and kids. That covers pretty much all of us, where you can go to get today's newest hairstyles. They're open evenings, weekends. No appointments necessary. Perfect for those busy family schedules. Drop by. Great Clips, proud haircut sponsor of your Omaha Beef professional indoor football team. Nebraska Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, they strive to be a center of excellence for orthopedics and sports medicine. They're also the official doctors of the Omaha Beef professional indoor football team. They're a group of board-certified orthopedic physicians, many of whom have had fellowships or trained in subspecialty areas. Their physicians have trained among some of the top medicine experts and training facilities in the country. They place a great deal of value on each and every opportunity they have to assist patients regain their quality of life they deserve. Call them today, 402-488-3322.
When I hired Bath Fitter, I got a new bathtub that I love. It's made with the same quality materials they used in luxury hotels. It's great. Even my mom thinks so.
I love your new tub, sweetie.
Trouble is, when she visits, she thinks she's staying in a 5-star hotel.
Could I get fresh towels?
Yes, Mom! Mom.
From luxury hotels to homeowners, Bathfitter exceeds expectations. Transform your bathroom in as little as 1 day. Visit bathfitter.com to learn more and book your free in-home consultation.
We've all heard the old saying, you're the company that you keep, and in everything they do at Valley Marine, their goal is to be the company that you keep, that helpful friend you call with a problem, that place you just drop by to say hello and share a laugh. Their dealership is comprised of an incredible team of people, all boaters like yourselves, with the common purpose to give you, the customer, the very best on water. It's simple, really, the golden rule. Treat others the way you would like to be treated. Call today, 402-704-4961, or visit their website at valleymarine.net.
Everybody get ready for the Omaha Beef. Football's what I come to see, and I'm hungry for some beef. Talk about beef, 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 beef. Let's talk about beef, 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 beef. Let's talk about beef.
With the head coach, Marvin Jones, before the big game back at the Slaughterhouse taking on the Salina Liberty. Coach, you're coming off a road win against Dodge City. You start looking at the stats. You've won 4 of your last 5, and as we've been talking about, you want to improve as you go and start to plateau towards the end. Going to have a good chance to see where you stand here today against a 7-0 Liberty.
Well, yeah, Salina's definitely a team that, we'll see where we stand, how we fit up against one of the best teams in the league, and I'm looking forward to it. I think, obviously we're a different team than we were when we played them the first time, so it should be an exciting day for us.
I was starting to do some prep for the game, which probably a good thing. And once you start looking at the stats, it's been deceiving actually how good this team, Omaha, is at this point. I'm sure you know, best in the league in defense in pretty much every number, giving up yards on the ground and through the air. Offense is coming around too compared to where it started. Talk about the progression of the offense and where the defense is right now.
Well, yeah, the numbers will definitely be deceiving because simply as we started off the year, the numbers were so low, and it's hard, obviously, with the amount of games we have to get those numbers back up higher. But they've been increasing in the areas that we need them to. I mean, the passing game was still number one in passing. You know, our quarterback has done well, touchdowns and things like that. The ground game is going to come a little bit more. I mean, whereas we're able to get better at that, obviously putting in some different things and pretty much just – going with the talent that we have, what we do best. I mean, we would love to run the ball 50 times, but if that's not what we do best, then we're obviously going to focus more on the passing game and run when we need to.
Not to oversimplify anything, but you got the best defense in the league. Obviously, offense. If they can put the points on the board, and you say that every week. Based on what the defense has given up, 40 points a week should win a lot of games for you. I think we've seen drives that don't get finished. You leave some points on the field, and that's probably the one stat that indicates that is third down conversions. It's one of the lower ones in the league. Talk about that, and if that's something you work on specifically.
Well, I think a lot of that for me, decisions based on that are just game specific. I think that, going back into Dodge City, we were able to move the ball, and I knew we could move the ball. So sometimes you can kind of take those chances. But when you're playing a team like Salina, I mean, every point, every opportunity you get to put points on the board, you got to take advantage. I don't think, it would be wise if it's 4th and 10, unless you have to absolutely get it to win a game. Absolutely, then you take that chance. But in this game, every point you get is going to matter at some point.
Flashing back, first league game of the season, it was at Salina. You and I were talking before. You said it's pretty simple. We got to stop that ground game. If we do that, we'll be successful. Flash forward to the game. Did not stop the ground game. Tracy Brooks really had a good day as well as the rest of the Liberty on the ground. But you've improved there. We just talked about the numbers. You're not giving them up much on the ground now. Talk about how you feel that matchup is now compared to it was about 8 weeks ago.
One of the things I like about, playing against Salina, they do what they do. I mean, it's not a very difficult offense. I mean, Tracy Brooks makes it go. I mean, they have about 4 or 5 plays that they do, and that's what they're going to do. And that's what I focus on with my players. I tell them, hey, these are the plays you have to stop if you want to beat this team. Simple as that. And, I've added some guys up front on the talent, up the defensive line. I got some different defenses that I can mix in, put some of my bigger guys at linebacker that I know, will give us a different dimension on that, stuff like that. So I got some things I can mix in personnel and put them in different spots that I think could definitely help us. And I've been preparing doing that over the last few weeks. You probably noticed some of the different positions. I've had 2 linebackers out there on the field and things like that. So that's what we're probably going to have to do today and get that done early so we can, make the quarterbacks beat you in this league.
Obviously, you're trying to put some pressure in the box there and stop that running game. Look at early lineup. You have 5 defensive linemen. Obviously, you talked about you're going to rotate them through for those matchups and those schemes that you want to put in there. When you look at that, because there's only 21 active players, look like there's about 3 offensive linemen that are active. Is that an issue? I know you probably got one emergency guy that can go both ways.
No, basically, I have an emergency guy go both ways. I feel like our strength is going to be on the D-line. I felt like offensive line-wise, because the 4th guy generally doesn't get to play, and that's generally not an athlete. So for me, it's better that I use that guy as the 4th offensive lineman, as somebody that can go out and run down on special teams, kickoff, can help us in some other areas. So I think every spot right now is imperative that everybody that you bring to the game is able to contribute to the win.
Also on the offensive side of the ball, unfortunately, the Dodge City game, Nelson Brown, he leaves in the second series of the game. He's out for the season as a tendon injury in his foot that was serious enough to end his season. What's that do to your offense? You're only suiting up one true running back here today.
Well, I mean, it hampers it somewhat, but I think the way our offense run is that, we try to run the ball when we can, but, Salina's a tough team to run, and, I mean, if you got to run the ball 50 times against them, I don't think you can win with them. I think our strength today will be what we can do through the air, so we're added more wide receivers to bring them to the game so we can keep those guys fresh and be able to move the ball, because I know we can throw the ball.
What's the type of game that, if it goes the way that you're expecting, it's going to go in Omaha's favor? Is it a shootout? Is it just low scoring? What kind of tempo and style of game are you looking to establish here today?
Well, I think that this won't be a lopsided game. I think that it'll definitely be a close contest. I think it's going to be an exciting one. I think it's going to be down to the 4th quarter. type of game. I mean, I prepared this team well. I've coached them well. We've been able to, get these guys have an exciting week of practice. I mean, the guys have been building on it, and these bunch of guys believe that they are the best in this league, and they believe that they can beat anybody, and that's what you got to have. And I've had some great support. I mean, got some great coaches that's been helping us out. Adam Loftus working with the defensive backs, Coleman Gore over on the offense. So, I mean, we have a really good support system for the guys. So.
Good, big game coming up. Good chance to see where we're at. Good luck tonight, Coach. Looking forward to it.
All right, thank you, and go Beef all day.
That's the head coach Marvin Jones. Kickoff. It's the number 1 Salina Liberty, the number 2 Omaha Beef. They are matching up at the Slaughterhouse. Kickoff is straight ahead. You're listening to Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football all across the Boomer Sports Network. Butts Blaine Hunter, he grew up barbecuing in South Texas from a very young age. He is helping his dad checking the temps of fires as soon as he could help. The passion that would happen in the world of low and smoke pit smoking. Over 27 years of experience combined with culinary education from Johnson & Wales and FVTC culinary schools, he started competing professionally in the barbecue circuit in 2013. 5 short years later, he's accumulated one of the most impressive resumes on the barbecue circuit across the country. You have to try it today. 154th just north of Maple and at PorkyButtsBBQ.com.
Hey Beef fans, our official car rental company, Budget Car and Truck Rental of Nebraska, has convenient locations throughout Omaha, Lincoln, and Grand Island to serve you. Budget is locally owned and operated and provides friendly service. Choose from a wide selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, cargo, and passenger vans. Budget is celebrating beef fans by offering a 20% discount. Visit budgetnebraska.com now to book a reservation. Use the promo code BEEF and never miss a beef game.
Attention craft beer fans, at Pint 9, they're committed to tradition and innovation. They stand on the tradition of brewers before them to create aroma-driven American ales and complex Belgian beers. They appreciate fine German lagers and English session ales, but they also crave the innovation of one-off batches and barrel aging. Their beers are highly fermentable and highly digestible while being scientifically sound and artfully executed. They hope you enjoy drinking their beers as much as they enjoy brewing them. Visit their website today. It's pint9brewing.com. Cheers. Welcome back to Ralston Arena. We're just about ready for kickoff. The coin toss has occurred. Omaha's won. They will defer to the second half. We bring in Kirk Heyer, and Kirk, number 1, number 2, he talked about these two teams met 8 weeks ago. Is all Liberty a chance for Marvin Jones to see what his team has accomplished in the last 8 weeks?
Yeah, that's happened. You know, Salina, the last 2 years have kind of been our nemesis. We've got down behind and to start the game and didn't come back. So it was the same way the first game of the season. We got down, and both defense and special teams didn't do the job. So hopefully, obviously our defense will change, and offensively, we come back where we can run the ball a little bit more.
Things to note for Salina. Everybody's been wondering Tyree Adams. He left injured a couple weeks ago. The rookie quarterback, who's lights out, 72.5% completion percentage and 27 touchdowns on the season. He will remain out, but Mitch Kidd came in backup duty. He competed for the starting job to begin with, did not miss a beat, throwing for 5 touchdowns last week. He'll get the start here tonight.
Well, and you notice both quarterbacks that they have are over 70% in their passing.
So Salina will move the ball. They will score points. We'll see how they match up with this Omaha defense, and we are ready to go. Jeremy Reynolds puts it on the ball for Omaha, and the kick is a low line drive kick. Fielded at the 11-yard line by an up man to the 15 to 20, out near midfield. Good job by the kickoff coverage team. 10 yards on the return for Salina. They'll start at their own 21-yard line, and we're going to see that Salina offense right off the bat to see what they bring to the table, and they've moved the ball well. They're first in total offensive yards in the CIF. They're at 232.7 yards per game. They're first in running offense at 81.4 yards per game. They're first in passing offense at 151.3 yards per game. Kirk, that's all you got to do is shut that down.
Right, and their running back and Adams was quarterback. They were number 1 and 2 as far as the rushing. So
Tracy Brooks is that running back. He has 70 carries, 297 yards, 13 touchdowns on the ground. He will line up in the backfield. As we said, Mitch Kidd getting his second start of the season. He has played in now 5 games this season. Tosses to Brooks. The defense is ready for it. They stack him up at the line of scrimmage. No gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Salina. So just like Marvin Jones said, we're going to see a ground attack all night from Salina. And really, it's a matter either you stop it or you don't. They put their best athletes and plays on the field, and it's up to you to stop it.
Well, and we'll see, too, Kidd probably wasn't as good a rusher as Adams was, or is, not playing, so it may be becoming a little bit more one-dimensional.
We mentioned 3 games left. Salina wins any of them, they'll have home field throughout, so a couple of guys are out. We'll talk about it. And Kidd is stacked up behind the line of scrimmage. It's a sack as the entire defensive line for Omaha comes in, but Zaya Gibson led the way as he'll get the credit for it. Back to the 16-yard line, loss of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 15.
Yeah, they held the running back into block. He got shoved right back into the quarterback. It was a great pass rush.
So yeah, here the Slaughterhouse, a decent crowd here tonight as the number 1 Salina Liberty looking to avoid going 3 and out on their opening drive. Kidd will line up in the pistol formation with 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Here's the high motion on 3rd and 15. Here comes the rush. Kidd steps up into the pocket, and he's being chased down, tries to throw it away, changes his mind, and he's sacked again. Keontae Shavy's in the backfield, drops him for another half dozen, and the defense has come to play here in the opening drive.
Boy, they knocked him back 15 yards.
I'll tell you what, that is pressure that Salina has not experienced this year. A fast start for the defense for Omaha. We'll see if they can keep up that intensity because that's pretty high intensity here on the opening series. They drive the Liberty back 12 yards on the opening drive. You will not see that too often. And also what you won't see too often is Salina kicking field goals. Jimmy Allen is in. This is only his 5th attempt of the season. This is the length of the field. He's only 1 for 4 on the season. It is high. It will be short. It will be fielded in the end zone and brought out to the 5, out to the left side, the 10. Chris Perry to the 20, midfield, up the wall into Salina territory, inside the 20, and Chris Perry continues momentum with a 31-yard kickoff return, and the Beef are going to start in Salina territory. So it's exactly how you want to draw it up. If you're Marvin Jones, you feel the momentum, you have the defensive stop, you have the big kick return, you got to take advantage, and that's what Omaha has had problems offensively this season.
Yeah, starting at a short field, 18 yards to pay dirt.
You know, I was pulling up some historical rosters. I had the 2019 Salina offense. It looks a lot like the 2021 Omaha offense, starting with Andrew Jackson in the pistol formation. Deshaun Jackson in the backfield, and we have a whistle on the first play and a stop, as I believe we're going to have a legal procedure against Omaha. Vernon Brakefield is our official tonight. We'll go down to the field. And it is a legal motion on Omaha, so they had the momentum, and then penalty on the first play offensively backs them up 5. So 1st down and 15 for Andrew Jackson. He will operate out of the pistol. Pair of wide receivers on each side. High motion out of the slot. Jackson drops back, has time, tries to flip it over, and it's off the fingertips of Rashad Pargo, another former Salina Liberty receiver. It's incomplete. Lucky it didn't pop up and get picked off. It'll be 2nd down and 15 for Omaha.
It was good coverage on Salina's part. He was right on Rashad's back.
So we're seeing what Omaha can do on offense. Total offense, 171 yards per game. That's 4th in the league, 23 yards per game on the ground. That's solidly in last place, 147 yards through the air. That is 2nd. Same play, same formation. Jackson drops back, wants to throw near side, off the fingertips, out of bounds. It was Deshaun Jones, the running back. They tried to swing it out to him. And so far, 0 for 2 through the air for Andrew Jackson. And that's something that the opening drives, you know, Andrew Jackson, Marvin Jones, they talk about the plays they want to run. Opening drives have been successful for Omaha, but of course, this is a whole different team they're playing here tonight.
Well, as we saw in the last 2 games, our opening drives, we were running the ball. And we talked about our running game. The running game is going to set up the play action pass and make the offense much more efficient.
3rd down and 15. Omaha only on 30% on 3rd down conversions this season, again solidly in 6th place out of 6 teams. 3rd 15, Jackson has to dance around. You don't want to see that, but he does buy some time. Has to look downfield, goes down to the end zone, wide open, touchdown! Rashad Pargo was waiting along the back boards, and it's complete, and Omaha has struck first on the pitch and catch from Andrew Jackson to Rashad Pargo, a couple former Salina Liberty teammates, putting Omaha on the board.
Andrew did a little bit of moving around.
Yeah, you don't see that a whole lot, do you?
No, we sure haven't.
What was interesting, he moved around and bought time. The defense actually dropped back, and that's what was surprising about seeing Rashad Pargo that wide open in the back of the end zone. But he bought the time. Pargo took advantage and gets the catch for the touchdown, for his 8th touchdown of the season. And Reynolds comes in for the PAT. That is up, and it is good. 9:20 to go, opening quarter here at the Slaughterhouse. The Beef are out in front of the Liberty, 7-0. We'll be right back. It's Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football on the Boomer Sports Network.
DBS Burke. Who are they, might you ask? Well, if you own a business in the metro area that could be one of your best friends, they are one of the best local printers for quality digital commercial and wide format printing in the metro area. They service clients across the Midwest and specialize in small-scale digital products, direct marketing, and integration. Print solutions, direct marketing, integrated solutions, and fulfillment, they've got you covered. Visit them at dbsburke.com or drop by their office right here in Omaha, 89th and 8th Street. That's
Comfort Inn and
DBS Suites on 70th and Grover is Omaha's freshest hotel with a great central location. Just completed a total hotel renovation. They feature rooms and suites that include high-speed internet access, free full hot cooked breakfast daily. They feature the on-site Firewater Grill. It's the home of the Omaha Beef Coaches Show on Monday nights, serving local favorites daily. Hotel is located just off I-80 at 72nd Street, within minutes to several attractions and businesses including the Furniture Mart, UNO, Horseman's Park, Funplex, Ross Arena, and also the new Baxter Arena. The hotel is located with a short drive, CenturyLink, Henry Dorley Zoo, downtown Omaha, and Omaha's Eppley Airfield. Also, if you're visiting for the College World Series, the Berkshire Hathaway meeting, Mahoff Music Festival, Taste of Omaha, Nebraska Balloon and Wine Festival, Jazz on the Green, Shakespeare on the Green, or any of those, you'll find the Comfort Inn centrally located within minutes of each one of these. Make your reservations today. Call them 531-213-4085 or book online choicehotels.com.
Back in Omaha, the Beef out in front of the Liberty, 7-0. And Kirk, we talked about Salina. They are a little bit banged up. They at quarterback missing someone. Jake Latimer also not suiting up here tonight on that defensive line. That's definitely something Salina will miss as well. DeAndre Roberts is inactive, also along with Jason Shelley for the Liberty. But so far, so good if you're an Omaha fan, as they jump out in front, 7-0. Jeremy Reynolds will kick off for the second time tonight, 9:20 to go. Opening quarter of play. Salina get the ball for the second time. High end-over-end kick. They put it back into the corner. Brooks will bring it out to the 5. Oh, head on! What a hit to Sean Jones. And he's not going to go much forward, as Jones took him head on, the running back against running back on special teams, and stops him at the 10-yard line.
He was flying down the field, stayed in his lane, and did the great job.
And you usually don't see one player stay in their lane, two, the returner stay in the lane. They usually will make a move, but textbook coverage for Omaha, who's played very well on kickoff coverage throughout the 2021 season, as Salina will start at their own 10-yard line. They find themselves trailing by 7. Salina has not trailed much during 2021. Little sweep, and they give it to Brooks on the misdirection. We have a flag in the backfield, which is likely an illegal defense when it comes from that back judge. And we'll check on it, as Salina actually lost about a yard on that sweep play to the left side. This is something that we've seen quite a bit for our Omaha, is this illegal defense being called on them.
Illegal defense. Number 6, not lined up. properly on the end line. It's a 5-yard penalty. First down.
So they call it on Zia Gibson. Said he wasn't heads up. You have to, if you're the three linemen, line up heads up to that offensive lineman directly in front of you. The back judge gets a great look at that from behind and flags Omaha. 5-yard penalty, first down and 5 for Salina. Kid wants to throw. His first completion is out to midfield. Nobody touched him. He gets up and he's going to run into the end zone for a touchdown, and a mental mistake for the Omaha defense as Bird Mix catches it at the 25, runs it in, but we have a penalty flag all the way back at the line of scrimmage, and Omaha is hoping to be saved by the flag. Let's get the call.
We have a low T flag on the field.
Holding. No?
And it's a hold against the offense and a big penalty for Omaha because that was a defensive breakdown as they completed out to Javian Bird Mix at midfield. He slanted down, caught it at the 25, and you could get up. Nobody touched him. He walked up all the way down in the end zone. Looked like a 35-yard touchdown, but they wipe it out with the holding call. Back it up half the distance to the goal line. It'll be first down and 12 for Salina. 8:30, clock is rolling. Omaha 7, Salina nothing. Mitch Kidd out of the shotgun, tries to set up a screen to Brooks. Brooks looking for room, he can't, and that defense continues to swarm. And boy, they are fired up as they drive him into the wall. As Omaha, Taylor Hawkins lets him gain about a half yard. And it'll be second down and long.
Everybody, offense lined up to the right side to set up that screen. Nobody on the offensive left side, the defensive right side. And
this is the attitude that's been missing that you expect from a Marvin Jones coach defense. I mean, if you remember him in the 11 years with the New York Jets or All-American at Florida State, man, he used to bring it. Kids getting chased out of the end zone, has to flush out, throws complete to Brooks across midfield and into the wall. A good job by Mitch Kidd, finding some time in his own end zone and throwing it complete across the 25-yard line. Good for a first down for Salina.
One of the Liberty offensive linemen had hold of pass rusher's jersey. I don't think it impeded him that much, but that's cheating.
Only if you get caught. First down and 10 for Salina. They're in Omaha territory for the first time tonight. It's at the 22-yard line, and we have a whistle as Omaha doesn't have the personnel that they want on the field, and Marvin Jones will use his first timeout of the first half. We'll take it with him. We'll be right back. 7:02 remaining, first quarter of play. Omaha out in front of Salina, 7-0. You're listening to Omaha Beef Football all across the Boomer Sports Network.
Hey, you've got a car, but now we need to make it a cool car. One place to go in town, In Phase Car Audio. They've got you set up. You need an alarm. You need amplifiers, speakers. Let people know that you're coming. Radar detectors, LED lighting, safety solutions, and more. If you want to add it to your car, they have it at In Phase Car Audio. Visit their website, inphasecaraudio.com, or even better yet, stop by the store, 134th and L Street, inphasecaraudio.com. At first.
Back out of the timeout here in Omaha. First quarter of play, 7:02 remaining. First and 10 for Salina as Marvin Jones uses his first timeout of the first half. Salina at the 22-yard line of Omaha. Men in motion. Kid wants to throw. It's complete on the near side. Inside the 20, down to the 17-yard line where he's quickly swarmed and driven into the wall. That's Chad Steinwalks as he is met by Chris Perry. Gain of 5, be second down and 5. So Salina has something going here on their second drive of the game. Back-to-back first downs, now second down and 4. It's at the 16-yard line. Salina looking for their first score of the night, moving left to right on your Boomer Radio dial. Kid out of the pistols, tosses it over to Brooks, who runs into another wall of beef. Picks up about a yard, and it's going to be third down and 3. Brooks having a tough time finding some holes, and that's a polar opposite of their first meeting on April 10th down at the Tony's Pizza Event Center.
Yeah, through the season, they rushed for 24 touchdowns, and they threw for 27. Pretty balanced, so they could go either way when they get down this way.
Ron O'Neill, he'll take whatever is being offered by the opposing defense. He's not set to the run or the pass. They're going to stack the left side. They're going to give it to Brooks and try that left side. He tries to find the hole. He gets tripped up at the line of scrimmage. Down to the 15-yard line. A helmet comes off a Salina player. It is empty. That is good. It'll be 4th down. Helmet came off an offensive lineman there, and that, I believe, is Kelvin McCoy. As it's going to be a 4th down for Salina. Salina on the season, 5 of 13. 38%. They are 4th in the league on 4th down conversions. A big play right here. Obviously, for both teams, they're at the 14-yard line of Omaha. 4th down along 2. Kidd in the backfield with Brooks. High motion. And they had a man in the backfield when they snapped him. That's going to be a legal defense on Salina. They had a crossing receiver who did not get out of that box before the snap. That's a legal procedure.
We have a legal offensive position, running back in the box. We also had false start on the offense. That penalty is assessed 5 yards, 4th down.
So Salina flagged for 2 penalties offensively. Basically, the whole play was messed up, we'll just put it that way. But they did have that legal procedure and then a false start as well. End result, they back it up 5, and Salina will try it again on 4th down. This time 4th down and 7. Again, 38% on 4th down conversions on the season. The Slaughterhouse is making some noise here. 4:40 and counting, quarter number 1. Omaha defense trying to get the stop. Left side, men in motion. Kidd drops back, looks downfield, wants to go to the end zone, has a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Liberty. Oh, what a pretty pass. Mitch Kidd finding the receiver in the end zone. It's Bird Mix once again for 6th touchdown of the season. It was right off his fingertips, but he put it where he could bring it in, and Salina is an extra point away from tying this up.
It was good pass coverage. It's just good throw and good catch.
Boy, you'd love to have what Salina has when Mitch Kidd is your option B at quarterback. With Tyree Adams missing the 2nd straight game due to injury. Kidd played majority of the game before that against Sioux City. Here's the extra point. Allen's kick is up, and we are tied at 7. 3:45 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Salina's tied it up. We're tied at 7. You're listening to Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football all across the Boomer Sports Network.
At Schrock Innovations, they're proud to be the best in computer repair services for Omaha, Lincoln, Papillion, and Des Moines. Computer repair is a passion for the technicians at Schrock Innovations, and they know your time is valuable and you need your technology fixed right away the first time. And they are proud to be a leader in computer repair as well. Call them today, 402-884-0880, or visit them at SchrockInnovations.com for locations near you. We've all heard the old saying, you're the company that you keep, and in everything they do at Valley Marine, their goal is to be the company that you keep, that helpful friend you call with a problem, that place you just drop by to say hello and share a laugh. Their dealership is comprised of an incredible team of people, all boaters like yourselves, with a common purpose, to give you, the customer, the very best on water. It's simple, really, the golden rule. Treat others the way you would like to be treated. Call today, 402-704-4961, or visit their website at valleymarine.net. Football fans, are you an ink fan? Well, stop by and see our friends over at Eternal Tattoo and Body Piercing at any of their multiple facilities all across the Omaha and Lincoln metro areas. They are providing the cleanest facilities, which you know is important, especially in these times, and the best quality tattoo and body piercing services around this area. Check them out for yourself. Find a location, visit them online, eternalink.biz, B-I-Z, today for more information. Attention craft beer fans, at Pint 9, they're committed to tradition and innovation. They stand on the tradition of brewers before them to create aroma-driven American ales and complex Belgian beers. They appreciate fine German lagers and English session ales, but they also crave the innovation of one-off batches and barrel aging. Their beers are highly fermentable and highly digestible while being scientifically sound and artfully executed. They hope you enjoy drinking their beers as much as they enjoy brewing them. Visit their website today. It's pint9brewing.com. Cheers.
Back at the Slaughterhouse, we're tied at 7, 3:45 remaining here in the first quarter. Salina 7-0 on the season. Omaha Beef in second place. They're knotted up. Full slate of games tonight. In Champions Indoor Football, Sioux City Bandits are hosting the Wyoming Mustangs, and Dodge City Law against the Wichita Forest. Both are kicking off momentarily. Allen kicks it off. It's a low bouncing kick. It's fielded by Perry at the 4, out to the 5, the 10 to 15, goes to the right side to the 20, fights out to midfield. A late flag comes in. This will likely be an illegal block, and we'll see if this comes backwards. Ball spotted currently at the 25. We will wait for the infraction. They talk things over, but Omaha is going backwards. Here's the call.
On the return team, number 6. It's a 10-yard penalty. First down.
So hold on the return. Wipes out a Chris Perry. Return out to 25-yard line. They'll start at their own 10 instead. So Omaha didn't really move the ball effectively in their first drive, but completed that long third down play for the touchdown. We'll see what they can do here on drive number 2. Andrew Jackson lines up. Hands off to Jones. Jones to the 10 to 15, breaks a couple tackles. He's out to near the 20-yard line, and they are going to give him the 20. Good piece of running by Jones. Good for a first down. Deshaun Jones picks up 10 yards. And that's where we've seen Deshaun Jones have troubles picking up yards, but he's starting to get his momentum here in the last couple of games.
Yeah, because he was deep, and he came back. They're not really high motion, but they came and they got him on a jet motion, and he made a good run.
Jones in his rookie season came into tonight, 58 carries, 106 yards, only 1.8 yards per carry, so picking up 10 above average for Deshaun Jones. Slot receivers are in high motion on first down. Jackson complete to DeBose inside Salina territory. He's down near the 20. They will give him the 20, another 10 yards, and back-to-back first downs for Omaha as they drive down the field.
Offensive formation, we've seen 2 plays in a row, has been very effective.
So Omaha mixing it up a little bit, establishing a little bit of a run. You were wondering, we talked about in the pregame, Nelson Brown, who had a heck of a 2 games after being signed from Salina at the running back position, tore his Achilles, and he is out for the season. He did that last week in the first quarter at Dodge City. 1st and 10, complete, near side, nice move, back out to the 11-yard line. The ball came out. Salina says they have it. And let's wait for the call. The catch was to Norman Darden, who was just signed back onto the roster this week. And they will say that it was a fumble. Omaha says check the replay boards. The officials can call for a review. Salina's trying to hustle that offense out there quickly to avoid that. We'll see if they elect to do just that. So the official call, and the officials immediately say to carry on, and we just saw the board, and it was a fumble, but we have the red flag out, and this is not one Marvin Jones is going to win, as they just showed it back here on the board. Took him a while to show it, unfortunately, and Marvin Jones is going to lose a challenge. Now that's a play that we have seen the officials on their own go and take a look at often throughout the season. So, big play like that, not, consistency on that. We've seen it go both ways, but Omaha will not win this challenge, I'm fairly convinced.
But the last 2 plays, it's offensive formation that we haven't seen very much this season, and it was very effective, picking up big yards both with the run and with the pass.
So we'll take a look at this. Meanwhile, up in Sioux City, Wyoming is getting ready to do battle with the Bandits. Wyoming played on Monday night, actually, so that's a quick turnaround and a long trip for the Mustangs. As we found out, there's not a lot of short trips to Wyoming.
No.
And Billings Outlaws come into the league in 2022. I'm not too good at geography, but I hear that's even farther.
It is.
So we can't wait for that.
A little farther north, a little farther west.
Well, while we're killing a little bit of time here, waiting for him to take a look at that again. So the Outlaws was chosen as a team moniker for Billings, who will come into the league in 2022. I can actually tell you this. A couple more franchises have already been approved for 2022 play in the CIF. Announcements forthcoming. We call that a tease. Have to hang on for that. This is taking longer than I thought it would, be honest with you. 1:48 remaining first quarter. We are tied at 7. And unless a knee or something got down, it didn't look like it. I mean, he was not down as far as the upper body goes, but if a shin or a knee gets down, I suppose it could kill that. And they're taking more time looking at this, which gets back to the question why they didn't call for the review on their own to begin with. But the 4 of them are discussing. The 5th is in charge of the ball. He just stands over there. He gets no decision. And we're starting to break the officials' huddle. As they continue to review. So we continue to wait. I thought it was pretty clearly a fumble, but we got one shot at it, saw it. They're getting some, maybe some other camera angles or whatnot.
And from our vantage point, it was actually behind the play.
That's true.
From seeing it.
And it's going to stay with Salina after all that.
After review, the player lost the ball before he hit the ground.
That's a fumble. So it was what they saw, and Salina will have the ball. First turnover of the game goes the way of the Liberty. And Omaha, as good as they are defensively, that is an issue still. They have 14 turnovers, 11 through the air, 3 on the ground this year, but now they are -2 on the season in turnovers. And to play at championship level, it's tough to be upside down in turnovers and make it all the way to the promised land. Salina, on the other hand, they are positive in turnovers, as you would expect, as we have yet another stoppage by our officials. Salina +8 on turnovers in 2021, and Marvin Jones is still talking with Vernon Brakefield. Looks like he's satisfied now, and I think we're going to get back to football. Oh, no, he's got to go talk to Hall of Fame coach Ron O'Neill now. I asked him where his blazer was before the game. Apparently it's not like the NFL when you go in the IFL Hall of Fame. You got a nice ring coming. He is excited about that. Great honor for Ron O'Neill. Long time in the making and well overdue for the coach of the Salina Liberty. 2021 IFL Hall of Fame inductee. First down, they'll go up the near board. Brooks, nice catch. He jumped up and got it. He's in beef territory. And on first down, he gets down to the 17-yard line of Omaha.
This is a good pass. He threw him open. Defensive back had inside leverage. He threw it to the outside.
You know, the Tyree Adams and Mitch Kidd, both are rookies. Rookie of the Year competition. I'll tell you, if Tyree Adams wasn't a rookie, Mitch Kidd would be looking at Rookie of the Year honors, but Tyree Adams is likely the favorite. But we'll see if he's able to come back and finish the season off. First down, Liberty. They fake it to Brooks. The ball came loose briefly, but Kidd was able to bring it back in. That almost got dangerous there for a minute for Salina. Instead, he turns it in a couple of yards down to the 14-yard line. It'll be second down for Salina.
Yeah, through the season, both Kidd and Adams are over 70% in completion.
That's not bad. Not bad at all. Two quarterbacks over 70%. Second down and 8. It's at the 14-yard line. Salina in their, usually these are their home uniforms, all blue with the patriotic shoulder pads and red socks. Kidd out of the empty, off the fingertips, and then into the seats. He's trying to force it to Brooks on the far side. It was incomplete. It'll be third down. Omaha tonight, if you're watching, wearing black pants with white jerseys with purple. Obviously, not team colors. It is Down Syndrome Awareness Night tonight at the Slaughterhouse. Purple being a Down Syndrome Awareness color, and the jerseys, which will be auctioned off after the game, are being worn by Omaha tonight. Time has expired here in quarter number 1, and we have got a good one here in Ralston. It's Omaha 7, Salina 7. Just a reminder, you're listening to KOBM Omaha 1490 or 1420 AM, 94.5 FM, and on my boomerradio.com. We'll be right back. It's Omaha Beat Professional Indoor Football right here on the Boomer Sports Network.
At Titanium, their customers are a top priority. They're passionate about the Omaha HVAC services they provide, and they want you to be comfortable with their results. They've been in Omaha heating and cooling industry long enough to know that your satisfaction is what makes their business exist. They take pride in problem solving your HVAC unit's issues, ensuring that the problems you have when they arrive at your home or business won't happen after they leave. Call them today, 402-913-0536, or visit them online, titaniumomaha.com. Whether it's small-scale digital printing projects or a high-volume, high-end offset print project, DBS Burke has the proper equipment and craftsman-level machine operators to produce your message beyond your expectations. Find out why DBS Burke is the best source for mailing services, kitting, and fulfillment, wide-format printing projects such as posters, banners, signs, and signage. Call them today, 402-455-1200, or visit dbsburke.com.
Cell phone repair with 5 locations: Lake Manawa, 79th and Dodge, 148th and Maple, 168th and Center, and 24th and Cornhusker. Expert repairs done fast. Gadgets play a major role in your personal and professional life. When your phone, tablet, or laptop breaks, you need professional service fast. That's where we come in. Is your phone dying too soon, or are you constantly hooking up to your charger? The experts at Cell Phone Repair can get it replaced 30 minutes or less so you can stay connected. Stop in today to one of our 5 locations or find us online at cellphonerepair.com. CPR, bringing your gadgets back to life.
Ozzy Sports Bar and Grill. It's a locally owned, family-friendly sports bar striving to be everything a neighborhood spot should be. Enjoy their delicious homemade food and casual atmosphere while you watch your favorite games or just catch up with family and friends. Whether it's group gathering, business meeting, dining by the huge open-air patio, partying with all your friends and family, they do it all. At Ozzy's Roadhouse, they want their place to be there anytime you need it. Visit them today online, Ozzy'sRoadhouse.com, or in person, 127th Westport Parkway in La Vista.
15 minutes in the books here at the Slaughterhouse. Omaha 7, Salina 7. And so far, what we would expect from the top 2 teams in the CIF, Kirk.
Yeah, we're looking to see here. I don't know what offense is going to, because they
Salina, third down and 9 at the 14-yard line, trying to keep this drive alive. Kidd out of the empty, gets pressure, and he feels it, but completes the pass to the 5-yard line. That's going to be good for a first down. Nice job. Boy, they thread the needles, find the spaces on those receivers, as Steinwachs is a completion.
But did the ball hit the wall before he caught it?
The call is no. I couldn't see it. Doesn't mean it didn't happen, though.
I guess.
We don't know.
The wall helped him make the catch.
He was definitely up against it. He can do that with his body, but as you mentioned, the wall cannot. End result, first and goal from the 5, left side. Man in motion, they fake it, and off to Brooks. Brooks tries to find the hole, but he can't find it between the tackles. As he's stacked up, it's going to be second down and goal from the 5. Going to be tough to run between the tackles on this front 3.
True to form, though, you know, they're running.
That's their strength.
Touchdown, right, and they're passing are same. so they're equal. I mean, they've scored as many rushing as they have passing.
Right now, Carl Bivens, Zaya Gibson, Keontae Shavy's in. 5 players will rotate through those 3 positions for Marvin Jones. That's been his success, is keeping fresh bodies in there throughout the game. 2nd and goal from the 5. Motion on the right side. They give it to Brooks again. This time ahead of steam. He gets 3 or 4 yards. They're going to bring him down at the 1, where it's going to be 3rd and goal from 1 yard out. Got a little bit more momentum that time. Tried to find the end zone, but brought down short. Salina looking to take the lead for the first time tonight. Meanwhile, up at Sioux City, Wyoming has scored first. It's 7-0 in the first quarter at the Tyson Event Center. Here it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Kidd out of the gun. 2 wideouts each side. Here's high motion. Brooks comes on the sweep, and they fake it to him. Kidd keeps it. He's in the end zone. It's a touchdown for Salina, and the Liberty have the lead for the first time tonight as Mitch Kidd gets his 4th touchdown of the year on the ground. So they used Brooks as a decoy on the 3rd and goal, and Omaha bit. Kidd took it in fairly easily up the left side.
Well, by percentage, that's what the defense would think. He's their leading rusher.
Jimmy Allen will come in, see if he can make this a 7-point game. As Salina scored back-to-back touchdowns. Clean snap, the kick is up. And Allen, who is 88% on the season PATs, puts up another one. He's 2 for 2 tonight. 12-16 remaining here in the first half of play. Salina now out in front. 14-7, you're listening to Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football on the Boomer Sports Network.
At Titanium, their customers are a top priority. They're passionate about the Omaha HVAC services they provide, and they want you to be comfortable with their results. They've been in Omaha heating and cooling industry long enough to know that your satisfaction is what makes their business exist. They take pride in problem solving your HVAC unit's issues, ensuring that the problems you have when they arrive at your home or business won't happen after they leave. Call them today, 402-913-0536, or visit them online, titaniumomaha.com.
Welcome back, Ralston Arena, 14-7. Salina out in front. Todd Walkers, there's Kirk Heyer, Tom Cortor along with us here tonight. Good game, and Salina, they're doing what Salina will do, and that is scoring on almost every possession. They do not leave points on the field, and they don't not take advantage of most opportunities offensively.
Again, too, the Beefs' last offensive possession showed a little run, little pass, doing well, and then a turnover.
Perry and Jones back deep. They wait the kick. It's going to be a bouncer. It's going to be fielded by Jones at the goal line. They'll bring it out, the 5, the 10. Good run, 15 again. Out near the 20, they'll bring him down at the 18, and kickoff returns between Jones and Chris Perry. We've seen a head of steam each time. They're going north-south on those returns, just taking them right upfield to get good field position. No penalty this time. Omaha will start at the 18. So Omaha trailing for the first time tonight, 14-7, 12:06 remaining until halftime. Omaha in a battle for that second place position. They could, quite frankly, lose that and drop all the way to 4, quite possibly even to 5 pretty easily as they play Dodge City and Sioux City for the final 2 games after this. Motion near side. Jones up the middle. The 25, the 20s into Salina territory. As we have some action behind the line of scrimmage. No flags on the play, but gain of 12 yards with Deshaun Jones. We're seeing something Deshaun Jones hasn't done this year, and that's get good pickups, especially on first down.
Yes, in a different formation again, this time as far as the offense.
He's a north-south runner, and that's what's a little bit different between him and Brown. Brown was kind of a, side-to-side shifty trying to find the spots. But he is going right to the hole and attacking him, and I think he may be a little bit hesitant, in the early part of the season. That's something they've worked with him on. Wide receivers on far side, in motion. They complete it to Jones. Jones inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line. That's going to be good for 5 yards, as Omaha is putting together a drive of their own under 11 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
And we're seeing an offense we haven't seen before.
Tell you what, the last couple of weeks, you go back to that Wyoming game, which got out of control early, and Omaha cruised to that. And then Dodge City, they put up some offense in that game. It was a chippy game down in Dodge City, though, but Omaha came out with the victory. First down, or 2nd and 4, and the fake. Jackson keeps it. Are you kidding me? Inside the 10. That's going to be a first down for Andrew Jackson. It was an option play, and he kept it. Called that a trick play. Good for 5 yards and a first down for Omaha. Designed runs you could count on one hand for Andrew Jackson in 2021. He's just not going to do that a whole lot. And he gets down to the 8-yard line. Will be first and goal for Omaha.
He's got to tuck that ball a little bit.
He does get tuck the ball a little better. 21 touchdowns, or make it 22 through the air for Andrew Jackson. That's how he'd prefer to do it. He'd like to do that right here. Jones has a completed to him in the flat. Not much there. Maybe a short loss on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal. So 14-7 Liberty, 9.5 to go. Liberty looking to get a victory and clinch home field advantage throughout the 2021 playoffs, which will begin the weekend after the 4th of July. Salina will already be hosting a first-round game. We know that. That will be on Saturday, July 10th, 6:30 kickoff. Opponent to be determined. Play clock's under 10. Omaha's going to have to hurry up. It's 2nd down, 11. Play clock's down to 5. Omaha may have to use their last timeout. Nope, they get off just in time. No. And they're going to say, they're going to call offsides. On that far side. I'd like to see that one again. High motion came close to the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
We've seen that call a couple times. See a couple officiating faces I don't normally see here, Kirk. And now back up Omaha 5 yards. 2nd down and goal at the 16-yard line for Omaha. Marvin Jones has some words as the clock is under 9 minutes to go. Omaha going the wrong direction. 2nd and goal. They're at their own 16-yard line, trailing by 7. Slot receivers, high motion. Jackson, quick throw, and it's off the fingertips of DeBose. We got some action on the far side, and that is going to be some flags. We got helmets coming off, and look like we may have had. Well, we're going to have to wait and see. We're definitely going to have some unsportsmanlike. We'll see if it's any greater than that. And Marvin Jones is out trying to break things up. As you see, Rashad Pargo out there, former Salina Liberty. A couple helmets off for Salina. We've got, I'm not sure who that is. It looks like it's Dontre Matthews was mixing it up. We'll let them sort this out. Could have some big calls here. We'll see if they call any punches or if there's any fighting. It turned quickly and happened right in front of the beef bench. Let's get the call. So they're going to call personal fouls on both teams, unsportsmanlike. Second one will get ejections. The officials usually try to get the instigator instead of having offsetting penalties. They did not do that here. They elected to give it to both teams. And the end result is going to be basically no foul. It'll be 3rd down and goal for Omaha.
Got a cheap shot for free.
You get a cheap shot for free. We'll have to go back, take a look at that. Down the road, see who instigated it. But you wonder when helmets come off, Kirk. That's supposed to be when penalties start getting called. unless they're forced off, but that'll be reviewed later, I'm sure, by the league office. 3rd and goal. Here's the completion. DeBose inside the 10. They'll mark him right at the 10. It's going to be 4th and goal, and I assume Jeremy Reynolds will come in to take a shot for the tray. Here comes the kicking team. Reynolds, 3 of 13 on the season. 34%, or 23% actually, on field goals. He hasn't made one in a while, but a lot of them have been those long field goals for field position, as they're going to spot this at the 18-yard line. Be a 26-yard field goal attempt for Omaha. Jones on the hold. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. 7:34 remaining till halftime. Omaha cuts the lead to 4 as it is 14-10 here at Ralston Arena. Back and forth. Salina holding out in front. We'll be right back. You're listening to Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football on the Boomer Sports Network.
Hungry for a quality fried fish meal? Head over to Luffy's Fried Fish, located off of 72nd Street here in Omaha. Luffy serves a variety of appetizing dishes that will satisfy your hunger. Enjoy your meal and leave fully satisfied. Luffy's Fried Fish, proud sponsor of the Omaha Beef.
Is customer service dead, you ask? Well, at Zero Res, you may call them old-fashioned, but they believe customers deserve to be treated just like your family. From the rock stars that answer the phone to the team at your doorsteps, they all share the same passion to make customers happy. Their guarantee is much more than a service warranty. It's their commitment to wow their customers. If you need your carpets cleaned right, call your friends at Zero Res, 402-603-0570, or visit ZeroResNE.com.
Football back here at Ralston Arena. Jeremy Reynolds prepares to kick it off. 14-10, Omaha back within 4, 7:34 till halftime. Omaha at home this week and next week. Dodge City makes their only trip to the Slaughterhouse next week as Omaha defeated Dodge City. That was a good game last week down in Kansas. Reynolds, low line drive kick. It'll be fielded in the end zone, brought out to the 5, to the 10. Brooks is out to the 15, and he lunges near the 20. They'll say, well, they won't say he hit the board even though the pads came off. They'll say he got to the 20-yard line. That's where Salina will start. So Omaha Beef, they got that defensive stop on the first drive. They haven't stopped them since. 2 touchdowns for Salina. That's Salina Liberty football. Omaha Beef is going to have to come up with a couple defensive stops at some point, or else Salina, that's what they do best. They move down the field.
Yeah, they make good use of all their possessions.
So this time they'll start at their own 20-yard line. 7:05 to go until halftime. They do have all 3 timeouts. Still favor the near side. Kid drops back. Here comes the pressure. Steps up in the pocket. It's complete to the 15. Eludes a couple tacklers. He's down to the 12. A nice catch again by Bird Mix. He only had 20 catches coming in tonight. He has 4 already here in this contest.
Well, Kid started moving around, and he came all the way from left to right. He's wide open.
17 yards on the completion. First down for Salina at the 12-yard line of Omaha. Trying to add to a 14-10 lead, 6.5 and change until halftime. Same formation. They favor the near side. Bird Mix is in motion, and they'll go to him in the end zone, wide open touchdown. He was in motion and then just somehow ran right into the end zone. Nobody was on him and made it look way too easy. 12-yard touchdown. Salina, their 3rd touchdown in a row. 10-point advantage for the Liberty. PAT to come. 20-10 Salina. Jimmy Allen coming in, 2 for 2 so far tonight on extra points. Placement's down, the kick is up, and it is good. 21 points for Salina. They're out in front 21-10 with 5:27 to go until halftime. And Kirk, talking to Marvin Jones in the coaching show on Monday night, he said, you can't get down too many scores to Salina. It's not a team you get down 2 or 3 scores. That's something that happened to them in game number 1. It happened early. They never got back in that game, but it's also something that we saw in the 3 games in 2019 against Salina. They played out of the hole against them all 3 of those games as well.
Yes, they did. That's what we was talking about earlier. And to get behind and we can't catch up.
Crazy one up in Sioux City. It looks like the Bandits have just scored again. It's 19-7 with extra point to come. It's still the first quarter in Sioux City. That'll be the opponent in 2 weeks. And Kirk, I'll tell you what, it's already kind of lining up. It looks like there's going to be some playoff implications on the line when Omaha visits Sioux City to finish the season. And I think fans from both teams wouldn't expect it any other way in that I-29 rivalry. That will be round number 3 for 2021. So Allen puts the ball on the tee. We'll put it back into play. 5:27 to go in the first half. Jones is back deep along with Trey Dudley-Giles, and Giles will actually field it for the first time at the 5, the 10, the 15, cuts to midfield to the 20, spins around, can't get any more. 16 yards on the return for Trey Dudley-Giles as Omaha will start at their own 20-yard line with 5:18 remaining here in the second quarter. Clock not running, nobody knows why. Still haven't figured out those rules yet, Kirk. We're only 8 games into the season, but oh well.
There's giving her the swing. Okay,
oh, there we go. Good job. We got there.
It seems like we've been starting at the 20 all evening.
And we talked about finishing drives and leaving points on the field. That's been the Achilles heel of the Beef offense this season. We're under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. High motion, Jackson, empty backfield. Little dump over the middle, good for a couple of yards as he gives it to Tyler Jones, his first catch of the night. Good for 3 yards. He's second down and 7.
Well, we need to get something done. We need to score on this drive because we do get the second half kickoff too.
So you're starting to think ahead. There could be 2 or 3 possessions easily left in this half.
Could be, yes.
So a lot of scoring to go, but I think Marvin Jones obviously thinking like you. They don't want to get into a shootout. If they could eat some clock and have a nice long drive and finish it with some points, then get that second half kickoff. That'd be the best case scenario for Omaha. Empty backfield once again, and it's up the far sideline. That should have been brought in wide open was Jaron Colston Green, a free agent signing, making his first appearance for the Beef this season out of Oklahoma State. He started the season in the IFL with Northern Arizona. 6'2", 175 pounds is off his fingertips. Jones was, Colston Green, a free agent signing. Marvin Jones, he feels like he might be a receiver or 2 away, just needs one big play. He'd like to get one big body. Kind of showing right there, one that can help block and get some position in the middle of the field. Third down for Omaha. They're at their own 23, 3rd and 7. Right side, high motion. Jackson drops back, will throw. Colston Green gets it this time. It's good for about 4 yards, but it's be 4th down. And Omaha continues to have problems on 3rd down as they cannot convert. It'll be 4th down and 3. Offense will stay on the field. This would be a long field goal for Jeremy Reynolds. And Omaha desperately needs to at least continue this drive, Kirk. They cannot give the ball back to Salina as they already trail by 11. We're under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Twin receivers each side. High motion out of the slots. Jackson, quick throw. It's complete to Rashad Pargo. Inside the 20, comes over the near side, tries to find the corner. He gets slammed into the wall at the 15-yard line. We got fighting again away from the ball. A flag comes in late. Who are they going to call this on?
We have a low T flag on the field.
This is going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct call. It should be a first down on Omaha after the play. Should be a dead ball foul and a first down for Omaha, but we'll see who they call on the infraction. As we said, on the personal fouls, they like to try to get one of the teams to send a message. Otherwise, you're just getting offsetting penalties, which don't do much. We'll see if they decide to make an example this time. Here's the call. So this one they flag on Salina.
42. That's a good. Coach Jones was right there to help him out.
Yeah, he definitely helped that time. 42, not on the roster that we were given. So I'm not sure who 42 is. Is there a 42 out there, Kirk? Is it 24 backwards? I don't know. Trying to take a look out there. I think they meant, well, now the officials are talking about it. I think they realize there's no 42. There's a 74.
Yeah, there's a, well, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
92.
Anyways. Penalties against Salina, half the distance to the goal. Be first and goal for Omaha. They trail by 11, approaching 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. Andrew Jackson trying to set the offense. We're at 10 seconds on the play clock. Two wideouts far side. Pargo lines up on the near side. Man in motion is DeBose. And they hand it off to Jones. He's got a hole inside the 5 and then meets, and it bounces outside. Second effort, he gets down to the 4-yard line, and we're seeing tough running from Deshaun Jones here tonight. Keeps those feet moving.
Yeah, he looks the best he has all season.
Absolutely. From the second half on, last week in Dodge City, something clicked with him, and he had the best half of his season last week in half number 2. Ended up being the CIF Offensive Player of the Week based on that performance. And continuing here in the first half, but Omaha needs to get some points. 90 seconds and counting till halftime. 21-10 Liberty. Second down and goal, 3 yards out. Pargo in the backfield, lined up in the pistol. They'll swing it over near side. That contact was early as they tried to get it to Tyler Jones, and he had his defensive back all over him when he caught that. Rashawn Stewart, no flag. So third down and goal for Omaha. Omaha in the red zone this season. Again, we talk about finishing drives. 33 of 43, or correction, make that 26 of 45, only 58%. As the clock goes all the way down to 54 seconds, Marvin Jones has to remind the officials there's a 1-minute warning. So, yeah, we've seen that more than once this season that they forget, I guess. I don't know. 1-minute warning, we'll take it now. Coaches can officiate this themselves, apparently. We'll come back, final 60 seconds of first half. You're listening to Omaha Bee Football on the Boomer Sports Network.
Is customer service dead, you ask? Well, at Zero Res, you may call them old-fashioned, but they believe customers deserve to be treated just like your family. From the rock stars that answer the phone to the team at your doorsteps, they all share the same passion to make customers happy. Their guarantee is much more than a service warranty. It's their commitment to wow their customers. If you need your carpets cleaned right, call your friends at Zero Res, 402-603-0570, or visit ZeroResNE.com.
I always wanted to do this. The mess, the noise. It's gonna be awesome.
Babe, what are you talking about? And what's with the sledgehammer?
I'm gonna demo the bathroom.
We chose Bathfitter to do the remodel, remember?
So?
With Bathfitter, there's no demolition or mess. They custom make our new bath and can install it in as little as 1 day.
No demo?
No demo.
Bathfitter's been exceeding expectations for 35 years, and we've got over 2 million satisfied customers to prove it. Visit bathfitter.com to learn more and book your free in-home consultation.
If you're moving to or from Omaha and you're looking to hire the best local moving company, look no further than King's Moving. Whether you're buying a new home in the metro area, or you need to move a commercial business from one location to another, or maybe you're moving in or out of an apartment, lots of stairs, or an assisted living center, they're licensed, insured, and highly trained moving experts. They can help. Call them today at 402-676-0719 or visit their website at kingsmoving4you.com.
1 minute warning here in Ralston. Salina out in front of Omaha, 21-10. Kirk Heyer, big third down and goal coming up here for the Beef.
Yeah, you know, Todd, we're seeing a little bit different offense, and I think it's taken advantage as far as Deshaun is considered making it more to his skill set.
You wondered, only having one running back, if that would hamper him this week. So far, it's working out pretty well for Deshaun Jones. We'll see if he gets a call here. He lines up in the pistol, 3rd and goal. They do give it to him. Tries to scoot in. Salina was ready. Ball comes loose. Andrew Jackson comes up with it. A lucky bounce right back to the quarterback as Haran O'Neal quickly runs in, uses his first time out to save some clock, as they're going to get the ball back, as Omaha's likely going to go for the field goal. So you talked about how well Jones was doing, and he gets the call right there. Salina was ready for it, forces him backwards, and probably the worst part of that was the ball coming loose. But the best part, somehow bounced right back up to Andrew Jackson, and the Beef retained possession. Near disaster for Omaha, but looking to see if they can salvage this, make it a one-possession game with a field goal attempt by Jeremy Reynolds. Reynolds, 4 of 14, connected earlier from 27 yards out.
That's about where we're at now, too, isn't it?
Yeah, this is going to be pretty much the same spot of the field. So to make it an 8-point game, 52 seconds to go. Salina, obviously in great position going into the postseason. Very likely to have home field throughout the playoffs. They can make that official here tonight with a victory. But Omaha, you look ahead, Dodge City, close game last week in the Slaughterhouse. Going to need a win there, trying to get that home field. And then you go to Sioux City, which already split a game. You've lost to Sioux City once, came back a couple weeks later and beat them. This still has a lot of plot twists, as there's, well, every team, nobody's been eliminated yet from playoff contention. That might change after the night is over. But Jeremy Reynolds is going to come in. They'll spot the ball at the 20-yard line. They'll make this a 28-yard line, or a 28-yard attempt for the kicker out of Arizona Western. Placement's down, the kick is up. This one looks good, and it is. Reynolds has had a couple shaky weeks, but so far a good first half, as he's 2 for 2 on field goals, and it's 21-13 with 48 seconds left, and it was the least Omaha needed to do to try to stay in this, but the downside, 48 seconds, 2 timeouts for Salina, plenty of time to come back.
But you look at the season 2, we didn't protect our house twice.
I think the game that's going to come back to really bite them is going to be that Wichita contest.
Yes.
I think that's one they felt not sure what happened, but they just came in and laid an egg in that game.
Well, even the first Sioux City game also. Thought that we had that in hand, and it didn't work out. So we have not protected our house.
But despite that, Omaha controls their destiny for at least one home playoff game and their playoff future. I mean, it could go either way. You could have a home playoff game. If you get lucky, you could have 2. I mean, it could work out with, a loss in the first round. But you can also get yourself right out of this and be the number 5 team and be at home watching it. Things don't go right. Great action this season in the 6-team CIF. I think fans, though, looking forward to the number of teams going up in 2022. So 48 seconds to go. Salina's going to get it back. Where is yet to be determined. Tracy Brooks will wait in his own end zone as Jeremy Reynolds will kick it off. Bouncing kick off a up man, and it's off the wall. That should be out of bounds right there, and I don't think that side judge, he didn't blow it dead. Should have been when it touched the wall. I don't like talking about officials. You know that, Kirk.
Well, neither do I.
Well, I know. I mean, but that's a face I don't recognize over on that far side, and that one wasn't called immediately. They'll spot it back at the 10-yard line. So Salina has an 8-point lead, 43 seconds, 2 timeouts. Obviously, you can score from anywhere in this game. We'll see what Mitch Kidd can do going into the locker room. High motion on each side. Kidd drops back, looks, it's complete on the near side as the receiver goes in the wall. That's Ed Smith with his first catch tonight. And I thought he went to the wall, which should have stopped the clock. And that's what Haran O'Neal's saying. He's like, why are you not stopping the clock? There's timing rules. Should be under 1 minute. And the officials stop it. They'll go back and look at it.
They lost about 10 seconds there.
Well, and
I think it was
under 1 minute, you go out of bounds, it stops the clock. They fix it now, but they missed the 1 minute warning and they missed that out of play. They missed the ball into the wall on the kickoff. That's just in the last 27 seconds of clock play.
Well, maybe his finger slipped on the switch or something.
So clock stopped, 33 seconds to go, second down and 4 for Salina. 2 wideouts on each side. They'll swing them around to the left side. High motion. Kidd takes a snap. Pump fake. Looks. It's complete across the flat. Over to the sideline. Out of bounds. They learn. This time you stop the clock. You do it enough, you start to learn. And it's down at the 24-yard line. First down for Salina. Chad Steinwach's on the return, or on the reception. First and 10, Salina, they're on the move. 28 seconds to go, they have both timeouts. Again, traditional timing rules as we're under the 1 minute warning. Liberty out in front by 8. High motion each side. Kidd has pressure, a little dump off, a little bubble screen. Brooks, he finds the wall once again. They'll stop the clock, a little bit of jawing afterwards. But pickup of 8 yards, be second down and 2. Clock is down to 22 seconds. KJ Jenkins on the stop. New defensive back for the Beef this week. Little IFL action earlier this season. Second down and 3. 22 seconds to go. Ball is at the Omaha 16. Salina does have 2 timeouts. Pistol formation, Brooks in the backfield. Kidd drops back, has a completion off the far side into the wall. Once again, they'll stop the clock at the 10-yard line. It'll be first and goal for Salina with 17 seconds to go. As Steinwach's again on the completion. Ball is at the 10-yard line. Liberty started this drive with 48 seconds to go, running their 1 minute offense to perfection.
Showing no panic at all.
None at all. Plenty of time, 2 timeouts. First and goal. Brooks lines up in the backfield for protection. Kidd drops back. Has a little bit of pressure. Looks into the corner of the end zone, and he tried to hit his receiver. It's overthrown. He had to put it there. It was pretty good coverage. He tried to get to Steinwach to see if he could go up and get it. He could not. And the clock is down to 11 seconds. It'll be second down and goal. Salina in the red zone this season. Spectacular numbers coming into this game. 77%, Kirk. 33 of 43. All 33 were touchdowns. They're in the red zone right here. You figure they're not going to try for 3. They're going to see if they could get to 7. They only have attempted 5 field goals on the season. Wideouts near side, in high motion. Kidd steps up, off the fingertips, nearly intercepted. Brooks couldn't bring it in. Chris Perry tried to get the pick, and he is frustrated as he thought he almost ended that drive. So we'll see if they try the rare field goal, and they will with 6 seconds remaining. And this is a good decision, I believe, by Haran O'Neal, making a 2-possession game again.
So, and they're 1 for 5 on the season, correct?
1 for 5 on field goals for the season. 21-yard field goal for Jimmy Allen on his only successful attempt. This one will be for 24 yards as a spot at the 17. You can hear the crowd getting behind the defense. Here's a snap, the placement's down, the kick is up, and it is no good. He missed it, and they left 3 seconds on the clock. Will they let Jeremy Reynolds take the long attempt, or are they going to send the offense out there? They don't want the block, they'll send the offense. But there'll be a chance here for Omaha to try to throw the bomb downfield and see if they can get some points. They'll have to do it from their own 5 because when the ball goes out over the board, usually it comes back to the 5-yard line. We didn't always see that last week.
No.
That varied down there, but we can confirm that is the rule. They will put Omaha at their own 5, so we'll see if Andrew Jackson, he has, I believe, 4 touchdowns this year of 45 yards on one-play drives. Rashad Pargo is one of his favorites. He hit Tyler Jones in the same scenario a week ago. But that front 3 is going to make it tough for him to get a lot of time. We'll see what they do. High motion, drops back, quick throw. They'll just try to set something up. Pargo tries to hit the wall, but time has expired here in the first half. So the first half is in the books between the top 2 teams in the CIF, and it looks like 1 versus 2 as so far they've traded blows. They've both had the lead, but Salina takes the lead into the locker room, 21-13, as we've hit halftime here at Ralston Arena. When we come back with the Crown Property Management Beef halftime show, we'll recap the first half and check out a full slate of games in the Champions Indoor Football here on this Saturday night. Late in the season, in the thick of the playoff race here in the CIF. We come right back. It's halftime here in Ralston Arena. You're listening to the Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football all across the Boomer Sports Network.
Comfort Inn and Suites on 70th and Grover is Omaha's freshest hotel with a great central location. Just completed a total hotel renovation. They feature rooms and suites that include high-speed internet access, free full hot cooked breakfast daily. They feature the on-site Firewater Grill. It's the home of the Omaha Beef Coaches Show on Monday nights, serving local favorites daily. Hotel is located just off I-80 at 72nd Street, within minutes to several attractions and businesses including the Furniture Mart, UNO, Horseman's Park, Funplex, Ralston Arena, and also the new Baxter Arena. The hotel is located with a short drive, CenturyLink, Henry Dorley Zoo, downtown Omaha, and Omaha's Eppley Airfield. Also, if you're visiting for the College World Series, the Berkshire Hathaway meeting, Mahoff Music Festival, Taste of Omaha, Nebraska Balloon and Wine Festival, Jazz on the Green, Shakespeare on the Green, or any of those, you'll find the Comfort Inn centrally located within minutes of each one of these. Make your reservations today. Call them 531-213-4085 or book online choicehotels.com. At Roberts Nursery, they understand there is a wide range of companies to choose from for your nursery needs. However, they prided themselves on being unique and focused on long-term customer relationships. Whether it's a custom landscape, fertilization of your lawn, or even a simple perennial purchase, Roberts Nursery is here to provide you the finest products and highest quality service possible. To learn more about their services, visit them online, robertsnursery.com, or visit them on 156th Street, just north of Fort. Hey, isn't Scores the only bowling alley in Ralston? Well, fact is, we may never actually know for sure. But what we do know is that Scores has been your headquarters for fun right in the middle of Ralston for decades. They offer something for everyone in the group, including bowling, darts, keno, and pool. Enjoy a night out with their full bar and have fun with your friends. Visit them today, right in the middle of downtown Ralston, right up the street from Ralston Arena, 7602 Main Street, or online, Scores, S-C-O-R-Z, sportscenter.com.
Hungry for a quality fried fish meal? Head over to Luffy's Fried Fish, located off of 72nd Street here in Omaha. Luffy serves a variety of appetizing dishes that will satisfy your hunger. Enjoy your meal and leave fully satisfied. Luffy's Fried Fish, proud sponsor of the Omaha Beef.
Attention craft beer fans, at Pint 9, they're committed to tradition and innovation. They stand on the tradition of brewers before them to create aroma-driven American ales and complex Belgian beers. They appreciate fine German lagers and English session ales, but they also crave the innovation of one-off batches and barrel aging. Their beers are highly fermentable and highly digestible while being scientifically sound and artfully executed. They hope you enjoy drinking their beers as much as they enjoy brewing them. Visit their website today. It's pint9brewing.com. Cheers. Beef fans, have you tried CBD products yet? Well, if you haven't, now's the time. And our friends over at Peaceful Roads, they're the ones to try it with. They have one goal, and that's to strive to create the highest quality CBD products available. Whether you purchase them online or at the local store, they pride themselves in offering products at a price people can afford, allowing you to take full advantage of what CBD has to offer. Find a store today. Visit their website at peacefulroads.com. That's peacefulroads.com.
Welcome back to Ralston Arena, where it is halftime at the Slaughterhouse. Salina Liberty out in front of the Omaha Beef. It's 21-13. Omaha will get the ball first to start half number 2. When we come back, we will check out a full slate of action in the Champions Indoor Football. Look at the other scores going on. All 6 teams are in action as we speak. Take a look at the standings and playoff races as well. Also recap the first half of this game and check out some stats as well. You're listening to Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football. It's the halftime show brought to you by our good friends over at Crown Property Management here on the Boomer Sports Network.
Realtor Bree Beck with Berkshire Hathaway. Bree grew up in the state of Nebraska and graduated from UNO with her bachelor's in marketing and management. She started her career in the real estate industry as a marketing specialist for realtors all over the country. Bree is an avid lover of the Omaha Beaver football, will leverage her expertise to help you accomplish your real estate goals. Call Bree today, 402-578-1678, or visit her online at letsbreereal.com. At First Command Financial Services, they are committed to coaching our nation's military families become financially disciplined and confident. They pride themselves on helping clients get financially squared away from the start of their military careers all the way to retirement and beyond. Give them a call today. It's 402-291-3040, or visit them on their website at firstcommand.com. Proud sponsors of Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football. At Titanium, their customers are a top priority. They're passionate about the Omaha HVAC services they provide, and they want you to be comfortable with their results. They've been in Omaha heating and cooling industry long enough to know that your satisfaction is what makes their business exist. They take pride in problem solving your HVAC unit's issues, ensuring that the problems you have when they arrive at your home or business won't happen after they leave. Call them today, 402-913-0536, or visit them online, titaniumomaha.com. Are you a little stressed? Well, who isn't these days? Do you feel the need to go all Hulk and smash things? Well, then Les Smash Omaha is the place for you. Located at 41st and Harrison in Bellevue, their facility is the best stress relief that your money can buy. Packages ranging from bringing your own junk to smashables you can purchase right there. Book your smashing good time today. It's not French, so it's Les Smash. LE-SMASH-OMAHA.com.
Welcome back to Ralston Arena. It's halftime on the Crown Property Management halftime show as Omaha Beef, Salina Liberty in a good one, 21-13. Omaha is trailing the Liberty, but take a look at the first half. Omaha took advantage. First drive of the game, drove downfield as a 24-yard pass from Rashad Pargo to Andrew Jackson took the lead at 7-0, but Salina, after going 3 and out on their first drive, they came back, they tied the game up. Bird Mix, 19-yard pass from Mitch Kidd as they hooked up for the first time. It was 7-7 late first quarter. Omaha couldn't move the ball. Salina got it back to start the second quarter. Mitch Kidd from 1 yard out puts Salina out in front 14-7, and then Jeremy Reynolds cut the lead to 4 midway through the second quarter with a 23-yard field goal as Salina continued to lead 14-10. Salina, though, 3 drives in a row would result in 3 touchdowns as Bird Mix got his second touchdown of the game, this time a 12-yard pass from Mitch Kidd. Jimmy Allen perfect on extra points in the first half to make it 21-10, and then Omaha got another field goal from Jeremy Reynolds, 25 yards to make it a one-possession game. Salina unable to score as Jimmy Allen missed at the end of the first half, and we have an 8-point game here in the first half. Omaha, Kirk, they had a chance. It's what we've seen a lot. They get out in front, have a chance to maybe take control of the game or put a little bit of distance, but just can't finish drives, and then Salina comes back quickly, puts 2 touchdowns on the board, and then Omaha is playing from behind.
Yeah, and playing against the slide, if you watch, I mean, they're 50-50 as far as their scoring by the run or by the pass. So you can't, predict what it's going to be because they are balanced.
But so far, compared to 8 weeks ago, obviously more competitive game. That's a good thing. I mean, Omaha's not here to just compete, though. You assume after talking to Marvin Jones, obviously want to come out with a victory here tonight. But there is a run game. That's something that 8 weeks ago they did not have, and this is a measuring stick game. The defense is stopping Salina. Of course, there's some personnel that's different as well here for Salina as well tonight. But again, the thing that just keeps happening is those third down conversions not happening, and Omaha behind in the turnover. It's only 1, but you can't be on the negative side of that in big games.
Right, and we come back and we've seen some things with the offense as far as the running game that are taking advantage of the running back that hadn't been done before during the season.
21-13 halftime here at the Slaughterhouse. We'll come back and we're going to take a look a full slate of games of the CIF. We'll check out those scores as they all late in the first half, and we'll check out the standings of the playoff race. If Omaha cannot come out of here with a win, boy, it gets interesting very quickly in the CIF, and based on a couple of other scores, it's going to be really tight really quick. We'll come right back. It's the Crown Property Management halftime show here from Ralston Arena here on the Boomer Sports Network.
Mr. Porky Butts Blaine Hunter, he grew up barbecuing in South Texas from a very young age. He is helping his dad check eating the temps of fires as soon as he could help. The passion that would happen in the world of low and smoke pit smoking. Over 27 years of experience combined with culinary education from Johnson & Wales and FVTC culinary schools, he started competing professionally in the barbecue circuit in 2013. 5 short years later, he's accumulated one of the most impressive resumes on the barbecue circuit across the country. You have to try it today. 154th just north of Maple and at PorkyButtsBBQ.com.
I always wanted to do this. The mess, the noise. It's gonna be awesome.
Babe, what are you talking about? And what's with the sledgehammer?
I'm gonna demo the bathroom.
We chose Bathfitter to do the remodel, remember?
So?
With Bathfitter, there's no demolition or mess. They custom make our new bath and can install it in as little as 1 day.
No demo?
No demo.
Bathfitter's been exceeding expectations for 35 years, and we've got over 2 million satisfied customers to prove it. Visit bathfitter.com to learn more and book your free in-home consultation.
Cell phone repair with 5 locations. Lake Manawa, 79th and Dodge, 148th and Maple, 168th and Center, and 24th and Cornhusker. Expert repairs done fast. Gadgets play a major role in your personal and professional life. When your phone, tablet, or laptop breaks, you need professional service fast. That's where we come in. Is your phone dying too soon, or are you constantly hooking up to your charger? The experts at Cell Phone Repair can get it replaced 30 minutes or less so you can stay connected. Stop in today to one of our 5 locations or find us online at cellphonerepair.com. CPR, bringing your gadgets back to life.
Comfort Inn and Suites on 70th and Grover is Omaha's freshest hotel with a great central location. Just completed a total hotel renovation. They feature rooms and suites that include high-speed internet access, free full hot cooked breakfast daily. They feature the on-site Firewater Grill. It's the home of the Omaha Beef Coaches Show on Monday nights, serving local favorites daily. Hotel is located just off I-80 at 72nd Street, within minutes to several attractions and businesses including the Furniture Mart, UNO, Horseman's Park, Funplex, Ralston Arena, and also the new Baxter Arena. The hotel is located within a short drive, CenturyLink, Henry Dorley Zoo, downtown Omaha, and Omaha's Eppley Airfield. Also, if you're visiting for the College World Series, the Berkshire Hathaway meeting, Mahoff Music Festival, Taste of Omaha, Nebraska Balloon and Wine Festival, Jazz on the Green, Shakespeare on the Green, or any of those, you'll find the Comfort Inn centrally located within minutes of each one of these. Make your reservations today. Call them 531-213-4085 or book online choicehotels.com. Do you currently live in a rental property? You're looking for a new rental house? Just remember, all property management companies are not the same. Do you want the phone to be answered when you call the customer service line? Do you want them to fix those things that break in your kitchen, in your bathroom? Do you not want to be overcharged on your security deposit when you move out? The other guys do that. We don't do that. It's Crown Property Management. They're part of Keller Williams Greater Omaha. Check them out today. Experienced Property Management Company. Check out crownmanagementomaha.com for your next rental. When looking for your next rental, just look for the Crown.
Full slate of action in Champions Indoor Football. Appreciate you joining us. Just a reminder, if you're listening on the radios here in Omaha, you're listening to KOBM Omaha, 1420 AM, 94.5 FM, myboomerradio.com, and Champions Indoor Football Network on the YouTubes as well. Todd Walker, there's Kirk Heyer, there's Tom Corator as well. Big game here at the Slaughterhouse. 2 regular season games to go after this, but so much is still in play. Full slate of games here tonight in the CIF. Obviously, Liberty out in front of Omaha here, 21-13. 2 other games as well. They're getting midway through the second quarter in Wichita. The Dodge City Law out in front of Wichita, 20-19. Slugfest down there, and then up in Sioux City running away in the second quarter against Wyoming, 31-7. So what does that mean, Kirk?
That means we got to win here tonight.
Omaha needs to win. Salina with a victory secures home field throughout the playoffs. They would be 8-0 with a victory here tonight. They're 7-0 at the moment. Omaha 4-3 now. If they were to drop this game, that drops them to 4-4 in conference play, and Sioux City, who is comfortably out in front, they would be 4-4 as well. And Dodge City is out in front by 1 at the moment. They would be 4-4 as well. There would be a 3-way tie for second, third, fourth place, I guess, at that point, with some interesting tiebreakers that would come into play. Sioux City, Omaha, if it comes down to them head-to-head, it's going to be that final game.
Then we got Dodge City next week.
Dodge City, Omaha, at the moment, could win the head-to-head tiebreaker, but if they lose that, then it's a split, and then it goes to, all those other tiebreakers as well. Wichita is not out of it. If they could turn that around, they would be 3-5. They would need some help. That would actually make things a little easier for Omaha if Wichita could come back. Wyoming looks like they're fading tonight in Sioux City. If they do, they'd be at 2-6, and they would, for all intents and purposes, I think maybe even mathematically be out of the race. So we would start trimming the teams right there, but 3 teams could be 4-4, and that's second place, which gives you a home playoff game, third place, which puts you on the road, fourth place, which puts you in Salina, and 1 game away from fifth place, which puts you at home. Just no game, just at home.
Just at home.
That's not good.
No.
So lots to figure out. 2 regular season games left as the season wraps up at the end of June, and then everybody will go to 4th of July. We'll come back and play the CIF playoffs. When we come back, we'll take a look at the stats from the first half. Pretty close game here in Omaha. Salina 21, Omaha 13. You're listening to Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football right here on the Boomer Sports Network.
Even when a big game isn't on, Jersey Sports Bar, Grill, and Keno doubles as a comfortable neighborhood bar with an aural entertainment provided by state-of-the-art Bose sound system with a digital jukebox accessing over 250,000 songs. Jersey Sports Bar, Grill, and Keno offers over 20 local and international beers on tap and dozens more by the bottle. Full liquor and wine selection as well. Live Keno where you can win up to $50,000 in cash. Leather Keno chairs, darts, video games, and a staff that prides itself on prompt, friendly, indulgent service. It sets them apart from the run-of-the-mill sports bars. See for yourself. 501 Olson Drive in Papillion.
Plan your next joyride, business trip, or cross-town move with our official rental car company, Budget Car and Truck Rental of Nebraska. With locations throughout Omaha, Lincoln, and Grand Island, Budget has the coolest cars on the block with selection of sedans, luxury cars, trucks, minivans, cargo, and passenger vans. And Budget is celebrating beef fans by offering a 20% discount on select vehicles. Visit budgetnebraska.com now to book a reservation and use the promo code BEEF.
I want to remind you to visit our good friends over at Mangelson's. Mangelson's offers the community a family-oriented place to shop for fun and sometimes unusual items. Tom Corritor still goes there all the time, right? Discover something new at Mangelson's. There are many departments, including crafts, art supplies, home decor, candles, year-round Christmas shop. You love Christmas all the time. It's never not Christmas at the Corritor household. Giftware, wedding, fabrics, gourmet foods, the prop room, that's Halloween, and party goods as well. They offer custom services in their floral framing and party goods departments over 60 years. They provide opportunity to provide service to nurture bonding time within Omaha families. Hosting family events to selling crafting supplies, Mangelson's thanks you for letting them into your world. They look forward to serving you. Visit them online, Mangelsons.com, or over there on 84th Street. They've been there forever. You know where they're at. It's Mangelsons in Omaha.
Whether it's small-scale digital printing projects or a high-volume, high-end offset print project, DBS Burke has the proper equipment and craftsman-level machine operators to produce your message beyond your expectations. Find out why DBS Burke is the best source for mailing services, kitting, and fulfillment wide-format printing projects such as posters, banners, signs, and signage. Call them today, 402-455-1200, or visit dbsburke.com. Realtor Bree Beck with Berkshire Hathaway. Bree grew up in the state of Nebraska and graduated from UNO with her bachelor's in marketing and management. She started her career in the real estate industry as a marketing specialist for realtors all over the country. Bree is an avid lover of the Omaha beef and a former prime dancer. This lover of wine, cheese, dogs, and Husker football will leverage her expertise to help you accomplish your real estate goals. Call Bree today, 402-578-1678, or visit her online at letsbreereal.com. Hey, isn't Scores the only bowling alley in Ralston? Well, fact is, we may never actually know for sure. But what we do know is that Scores has been your headquarters for fun right in the middle of Ralston for decades. They offer something for everyone in the group, including bowling, darts, keno, and pool. Enjoy a night out with their full bar and have fun with your friends. Visit them today, right in the middle of downtown Ralston, right up the street from Ralston Arena, 7602 Main Street, or online, Scores, S-C-O-R-Z, sportscenter.com.
Final time, halftime here in the Crown Property Management Halftime Show. Omaha Beef trailing Salina 21-13. Take a look at the first half stats. Pretty close as you would expect. First down, Salina out in front, 9-7. And total yards, Salina leading 130 to 105. 129 of those yards for Salina were through the air. So you talk about not balanced. It's that run game that Marvin Jones wants to stop. They've only given up 1 yard, not rushing. But it's those turnovers as they have a disadvantage of 1 in the giveaway column here tonight. 21-17, we'll be right back. Kickoff when we return 60 seconds away. You're listening to Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football on the Boomer Sports Network.
Hey, you've got a car, but now we need to make it a cool car. One place to go in town, In-Phase Car Audio. They've got you set up. You need an alarm. You need amplifiers, speakers. Let people know that you're coming. Radar detectors, LED lighting, safety solutions, and more. If you want to add it to your car, they have it at In-Phase Car Audio. Visit their website, InPhaseCarAudio.com, or even better yet, stop by the store, 134th and L Street, InPhaseCarAudio.com. The Marine Corps' mission reflects every Marine's purpose. In essence, our nation is that purpose. In our world, in ourselves, and in our way, there are conflicts, challenges, and obstacles that must be fought confidently and defeated convincingly for our nation to prevail. These looming battles come in many forms and occur on many fronts, but each comes down to a critical choice: to demand victory or accept defeat, to pull together or fall apart, to give in or cave in. It's a decision each Marine conveys to our nation with each battle won. Join today, be one of the few, the proud, the United States Marines. Marines.com.
Half number 2 ready to get started here at Ralston Arena. Omaha will get the ball first. They trail 21-13, but Kirk, you know what it means when Omaha gets the ball first. We get to do right away. It's a Bath Fitter kickoff return for a free bathroom. Makeover.
Yeah.
You have to have a bathroom already. It's a makeover.
And we were just a little bit late coming out for the second half. Maybe they're making some big plans.
I'll tell you what, Omaha would love to give away a $5,000 bathroom to a lucky fan and tie this game up. or get within one with a kickoff return to start the second half. That'd be fairy tale, as they say. So, as you said, they take a little bit of time to get out here. We'll set things up. And the games are big, forthcoming. We just talked about Omaha controlling their destiny. If they can find a way to pick up the victory here against Salina, they are in control the rest of the way to get that number 2 spot in a home playoff game. If they are to not catch Salina, very realistically could have 2, if not 3 teams tied at that 4-4 record for that second spot here in the CIF. It's the Bath Fitters bathroom remodel kickoff. If Omaha can return this for a kickoff or for a touchdown. Ball high end over end. Jones is going to try from the 2, midfield to the 10. Bounces off to the 15, cuts outside the 20, the 25. He needs to keep going. He gets into Salina territory. No bathroom, but good field position for Omaha. So Omaha once again will start with good field position. And outside of one drive, which started based on penalty, they've had good field position all the drives. They just haven't necessarily finished off all the drives with points. They'll start at the 23-yard line, 21-13. Big drive for Omaha to keep this a close game. They trail by 8. Jackson lines up. 2 wide receivers on each side. Tyler Jones complete 15-10 straight upfield to the 5. Nice pickup for Tyler Jones, his 3rd reception of the night. Good for 13 yards. It'll be first and goal for Omaha.
They drew up a good one at halftime, didn't they?
Well,
He was wide open.
I'll tell you what they're also telling these guys, I think, is just go north-south. Go forward. Don't try to make those fancy moves. There's a lot of space out there. Play physical. And one thing Omaha has felt that they've had an advantage against a lot of opponents, especially in the second half of the season. Not sure it's going to happen against Salina, but is the conditioning and outlasting their opponents late in the game. We'll see if that can play to their advantage here. They'll favor the near side as they stack 3 receivers. 2 are now in motion. Jackson hands off to Jones. A flag comes out, and they're going to call illegal offense, and Andrew Jackson does not like that.
He was in the box.
They're going to say that wide receiver slash running backs came through the boxes there at the snap. Andrew Jackson vehemently disagrees with that. But it's going to cost Omaha 5 yards.
Illegal procedure on the offense. The running back was in the box in motion. It's a 5-yard penalty. First down.
It was close either way, but the votes are 1-0.
Yeah.
And it'll be a penalty on Omaha as they back him up to the 12-yard line.
It looked like he had turned upfield just right, almost behind the center.
So still first and goal. Not much on that carry, though. So Omaha actually is going to get an extra down with a little bit of real estate to work. Jackson will throw. Pump fake. Nobody there. Turns around the other way. It's Tyler Jones. It's complete. Carries a defender on his back. Would have been a short loss. Turns it into a short gain to the 11-yard line. And it'll be second down and goal from the 10, they'll say. Omaha really doesn't want to have to try for the field goal here. And they know they got to put touchdowns on the board against this Liberty team to stay in this game. I think this is very likely 4-down territory for Omaha unless they can't get upfield. Second down, goal to go at the 10, play clock under 5, high motion, far side. Here's the snap. Jackson takes his time, throws the end zone. There's contact,
yes.
And there's the flag. Didn't know if the flag was going to come out. Montero DeBose had a Liberty defender on his back with a handful of jersey, but the flag did come out, and this is going to be pass interference, which will give Omaha some yardage and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, clearly a clear call.
I thought so. And as it was in the end zone, it'll be placed at the 2, where it'll be first and goal for Omaha. So a big opportunity for Omaha to start the second half, moving left to right on your Boomer radio dial to start the third quarter. Crowd keeping quiet here, except my daughter is blowing her horn. Don't do that on offense. We're going to have to teach her. Here's the motion. They give it to Jones. Jones cuts inside. It's a touchdown for Omaha. Deshaun Jones on the ground, his 6th touchdown of the season, and Omaha is 2 points away from Salina.
Here again, a safe play for that because it's a forward pass.
That little flip right in front. I don't like that. I don't know how they changed the rule, but that's what it is, and people have started to exploit that. As you said, it's very safe. It's kind of a little pitch forward. It's a running play, but if you don't get it to them or fumble, they call it an incomplete pass. Omaha's going to take the opportunity, trailing by 2, to try to tie this game up. They leave the offense on the field. They'll go for the 2-point conversion. Randy Rouse declares eligible on the left side of the offensive line. Here's the high motion, 2-point conversion. Hand off to Jones, leans in. He had it, I thought. They're not going to give it to him. Oh, boy, a nice stop by Salina coming in. He was met at the goal line, but I thought he had lunged over, and Omaha thought so as well. See if we get another look at this, but they're going to say he was short of the goal line. Marvin Jones would love to see a replay here before he throws a challenge flag, and here it comes. Little flip. Oh, that's close. They need a siding. Oh, that's a touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
And he's still watching that monitor to see if it comes again. He's asking the referee if they'll take a look at it. Of course, they won't. And I don't think we're going to see it again here. Marvin Jones still trying to decide, trying to get the officials to review it. He's watching up at the monitors. Marvin Jones yelling up here, asking for the replay. We don't have that capability from here. And we're not going to see it.
We've talked about that before, too. Because
here it is right now, and he needs to take a look. And there he is, and it looks like he did get stopped short. So good replay out there. I think they took the hint down the booth. Marvin Jones is okay with 11:11 to go. As we appreciate that replay up there. They'll save their last challenge. That was the issue for Omaha. They're down to 1 challenge. It's a 2-point game. Reynolds will put back into play. Low line drive kick. Off and up, man. It's going to be at midfield. Bounces outside. Oh, high end over end tackle. As we see Chris Perry laying out the defensive lineman Bradford, who came up with that ball. You don't see him with the ball a lot, but he looked comfortable with it till it went up in there.
He felt, and we didn't get that last big bounce. That was, we was hoping for that, and we didn't get that.
Jeremy Reynolds, the last couple of weeks, has put the ball off some up men that has resulted in good and bad. You might remember the end of the Dodge City game. They actually bounced it off one right at the 10-yard line, accidentally ended up with the ball, which iced the game. Salina still up by 2. Kidd, first drive on offense, second half, has pressure, ducks out of it, directs traffic downfield, tries to throw, and it's incomplete. Receiver came back to him was Steinwachs on the far side, and the low pass was incomplete. As Kidd did a good job keeping that play alive, and we're seeing that rush from the defensive line of Omaha. The way Omaha started defensively on those first couple possessions, we knew it was a tempo that and intensity was going to be tough to keep up. But that's what they need right now. Try to see if they can turn this game around. It's 21-19 Salina. 10-minute mark, third quarter of play. All the receivers on the near side, they go in motion. Kidd drops back and it backed out in the air.
Batted down.
Batted down at the line of scrimmage, Zaya Gibson. And it'll be third down for Salina, 3rd and 10 at the 21-yard line. Liberty trying not to squander that good field position on the kickoff return. And you hear the noise at the slaughterhouse. It's 3rd down and 10. Salina needs to get to the 11-yard line. They're at the 21. Same formation, men in motion. We had movement, no flag. Kidd tries to force it in there. It's incomplete. Oh, and then some shoving after between Brooks and McCoy.
Yes.
And it's fourth down, Salina.
Good linebacker play. Great linebacker play.
McCoy out of that linebacker position, broke it up, and Salina will leave the offense out there, as this would be about a 39-yard field goal for Allen. As we mentioned, they don't kick a lot of field goals for the Liberty. And so a huge down, you can hear it, for the Liberty. 5 of 13 on fourth downs this year. That's 38%, fourth in the league. They need one right here. They need 10 yards. Motion, Kidd drops back, looks to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Salina. Are you kidding me? Bird Mix's third touchdown of the night, as Salina is out in front, 27-19. That's the second time we've seen Bird Mix on a play that was desperate and extended, somehow find his way into the end zone all by himself, and Kidd takes advantage. 4 touchdowns through the air for Mitch Kidd. He had 5 in his first start a week ago. Allen, big extra point, puts it up and makes this a 9-point game. 28-19 Liberty, 7:55 to go in the third quarter. We'll be right back. You're listening to Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football here on the Boomer Sports Network.
Plan your next joyride, business trip, or crosstown move with our official rental car company, Budget Car and Truck Rental of Nebraska. With locations throughout Omaha, Lincoln, and Grand Island, Budget has the coolest cars on the block with selection of sedans, luxury cars, trucks, minivans, cargo, and passenger vans. And Budget is celebrating beef fans by offering a 20% discount on select vehicles. Visit budgetnebraska.com now to book a reservation and use the promo code BEEF.
At First Command Financial Services, they are committed to coaching our nation's military families become financially disciplined and confident. They pride themselves on helping clients get financially squared away from the start of their military careers all the way to retirement and beyond. Give them a call today. It's 402-291-3040 or visit them on their website at firstcommand.com. Proud sponsors of Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football.
(28-19) Salina out in front by 9, 7:55 to go here in the third quarter of play. Mitch Kidd just keeps taking them down the field. 4 touchdowns through the air for the Salina quarterback. Remember, he's the backup. Tyree Adams is out for the second straight game and a bye week as he recovers from an injury 3 games ago. Other action, both other games halftime. Dodge City out in front of Wichita 20-19. And up in Sioux City, they're at halftime. The Bandits are out in front of the Mustangs 34-13. And boy, that's a play right there, Kirk, that if Omaha does not come back in this game, you're going to look at as a missed opportunity. 4th down and 10. They had not moved the ball for 3 straight plays, and somehow Salina found a way to not only convert but get in the end zone.
You know, but it shows that their quarterbacks, like we talked before, both throw over 70% completions. And there's confidence there. I mean, he waited, and the guy came open. And it was almost into double coverage, but the pass was up. He threw it high. Receiver went up to get it.
Salina did not think twice about leaving the offense on the field on 4th down and 10. Field position had something to do with that, but as we said, they have not kicked a lot of field goals or attempted a lot of field goals for the season, so they're comfortable going for it, especially with that offense that they have out there, number 1 in pretty much every category in the CIF this season.
Yeah, because they won for 6 on the season with field goals. So
they took the shot. It paid off. It's a 9-point game. Jimmy Allen will put it into play. It's Trey Dudley-Giles and Deshaun Jones will await inside the end zone for Omaha. 7:55 to go, third quarter of play. Low
Big
bouncing
bounce,
kick,
big bounce.
and Jones takes it to the 5, the 10, cuts inside to the middle and takes it out to the 16-yard line. Good coverage by Salina as we first down for Omaha. So, Andrew Jackson in the offense back on the field. Needs to find some touchdowns. It's a 9-point game, not necessarily a 2-possession game. Remember that Uno, theoretically 9 points would be a touchdown for a 2-point conversion, and then a Uno, which Jeremy Reynolds is capable of doing that. We've watched him make them in warm-ups. I don't think it's something they do unless it's a need-to-happen proposition for Omaha. It may be. 2 wideouts, far side, high motion. Jackson rolls out. Bootleg wants to throw downfield. He has his man. The end zone's DeBose, and it's incomplete. And DeBose forgot there was a wall and ran into it hard. Gets back up. Good effort, but that wall did not move. We saw DeBose do that in the last home game. Remember the catch against Wichita? I think it was Wichita. He kind of went head first.
Well, that's a full body slam.
Yeah, you watch that if you're watching the replay.
Boom.
Yep. Yeah, it did not move.
Right in the
Wall one.
Chest in the stomach.
He checks out, goes down the tunnel. Trainers will check him out. So second down and 10 from the 16-yard line. As Jaron Colson-Green checks in his place. Jackson wants to go for the end zone once again. Has man-on-man is Rashad Pargo. He cannot get him. It's incomplete. It's 3rd and 10. So they went for it twice. And the ball not on target either time. That's actually uncharacteristic. That's one of Andrew Jackson's strengths, is putting that ball right on those receivers on that deep ball.
Well, and he had a short rollout to his right.
Clock continues to run, which will become Salina's friend here pretty quickly if Omaha can't get some points. 9-point game, 3rd down and 10 for Omaha. 3 wideouts far side, and Jackson needs to get the formation correct. Under 5, high motion each side, and we got movement. That should be illegal defense. On Salina, and they blow the whistle, and we'll get the call.
Right in.
You can't come out of your stance when you're a defensive lineman. It's like a false start on the defense in indoor football. They'll discuss it. Shouldn't be much discussion here. And we'll go down the field to get the call from Vernon Brakefield. So they move the ball 5 yards out to the 21-yard line. 3rd down and 5 for Omaha. 5:28 to go in the 3rd quarter. Omaha breaks the huddle. And Jacks will line up in the pistol. 2 wideouts far side, high motion. Fakes the handoff, looks downfield. He has pressure, he's going to get sacked. Pressure from Salina. That's Bradford, who actually had that kick return moments ago, coming in for the sack and tackles Jackson in the backfield. This will be 4th down and 15 for Omaha. They'll send Jeremy Reynolds in. Marvin Jones not happy with something out there, discussing with the officials. Reynolds will come in and kick this one away. He'll be kicking from his own 4-yard line. It would be a 56-yard field goal attempt. Play clock's under 5. They're going to take time out. Personnel was not on the field correctly. Marvin Jones is irate. Those are the little things, Kirk, that you can't get your personnel on the field and you have to waste a timeout. That could come back to cost you later on.
Yeah, in the 9th game of the season.
Tell you what, those are the little things that You know, I'll just say Salina does those things very well. You don't see a lot of mistakes out of the Huron O'Neill coach teams. And there's a reason they're 7-0 and looking at 8-0 on the season. They turn this into a media timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back. You're listening to Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football on the Boomer Sports Network.
Nebraska Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, they strive to be a center of excellence for orthopedics and sports medicine. They're also the official doctors of the Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football Team. They're a group of board-certified orthopedic physicians, many of whom have had fellowships or trained in subspecialty areas. Their physicians have trained among some of the top medicine experts and training facilities in the country. They place a great deal of value on each and every opportunity they have to assist patients regain their quality of life they deserve. Call them today, 402-488-3322. At Schrock Innovations, they're proud to be the best in computer repair services for Omaha, Lincoln, Papillion, and Des Moines. Computer repair is a passion for the technicians at Schrock Innovations, and they know your time is valuable and you need your technology fixed right away the first time. And they are proud to be a leader in computer repair as well. Call them today, 402-884-0880, or visit them at SchrockInnovations.com for locations near you. Attention craft beer fans, at Pint 9, they're committed to tradition and innovation. They stand on the tradition of brewers before them to create aroma-driven American ales and complex Belgian beers. They appreciate fine German lagers and English session ales, but they also crave the innovation of one-off batches and barrel aging. Their beers are highly fermentable and highly digestible while being scientifically sound and artfully executed. They hope you enjoy drinking their beers as much as they enjoy brewing them. Visit their website today. It's pint9brewing.com. Cheers.
Back at Ralston Arena, 4:16 to go here in the third quarter, and it's going to be fourth down. Omaha having to burn a timeout to get the correct personnel on the field for this field goal, which most likely is going to be a field position kick, as Jeremy Reynolds would be kicking a 53-yard field goal attempt. We'll see if they instruct him to go for the sidewalls or the corners and get this thing out of play and prevent the return, as Salina's got some talent that could bring this ball out. So we'll see what Marvin Jones elects to do. Reynolds will wait. They're going to spot the ball at the 4-yard line here on fourth down. Here's a snap. He takes a swing. It's blocked. It's blocked. Omaha recovers, but Salina's going to have it inside the 5-yard line. Disaster for Omaha and special teams. First, by not having the personnel out there and having to use a timeout. And then second, by not getting the ball out of their own end. And Salina is going to have first and goal from the 4-yard line and try to add to a 9-point lead. Kirk?
Yeah, they're staying the course. They know what to do.
Huge mistake. And Salina, tell you what, they put this one in the end zone. It's going to be a tough challenge for the Beef to come back in this one. We're under 4 minutes to go. Salina drive will start at the Omaha 3-yard line. Pistol formation, Brooks in the backfield with Kidd. High motion far side. Kidd wants to throw. He wants another one. There it is. Touchdown. One play, one pass. Guess who? Bird Mix, fourth of the game. 5 touchdown passes for Mitch Kidd. He had 5 a week ago. Bird Mix with his 4th touchdown of the night. It's 34-19. Allen will come in for the point after. And you hear the hush hit the slaughterhouse. Allen awaits. Here's the low snap. They put it down. The kick is up, and it is good. 3 minutes remaining, third quarter of play. Liberty out in front by 16, 35-19. It's getting to be a desperate time if you're a Beef fan. You're listening to Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football on the Boomer Sports Network.
Nebraska.
Back at the Firewire Bar and Grill at the Comfort Inn and Suites, 70th and Grover, live every Monday night
That's right, Beef fans. It's the Coaches Show, Monday nights at Firewater Bar and Grill from 6 to 7, where you can mingle with the players and prime dancers, win awesome prizes, and hear the latest from Coach himself. What do you think about that, Coach?
Well, I really don't have much to say about it. Well, I'll make a good talk show.
We'll see you there. Go Beef.
Hey, Beef fans.
Stops against Salina, I believe, since that first drive.
Yeah, that.
And the one to end the first half.
Well, that was rather a short drive, though.
That was a short drive from the 3 yards out, one play. And the touchdown, the Bird Mix, that's his 4th of the night. Bird Mix had 5 touchdowns coming into the game. He has 4 more tonight. 9 now on the season. Allen kicks it off, and he's going to put it out of play. I don't know if he was going for that Uno because it is a long kick. That ball's going to come to the 25, and that's, in my opinion, a rare mistake for Salina, given some good field position to Omaha. So the offense back on the field for Omaha. 2:56 remaining in the third quarter. They'll have the fourth quarter, but they're going to have to put together a couple of drives. They're going to end in touchdowns and then find a defensive stop somehow against the number 1 offense in Champions Indoor Football. Otherwise, they're going to fall to 4-4 in what appears to be a logjam forthcoming in that playoff race for the 2 spot here in the CIF. First down for Omaha. They'll stack the near side, men in motion, flip to DeBose. DeBose picks it out of the air, turns the corner. He's across the 20 down to the 19-yard line. There's that little flip play again that, Kirk, as you mentioned, and he almost did lose it that time. So would be an incomplete pass.
One-handed catch.
Did have to bring it back down, turns it into a 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd down and 4. Clock rolling down to near the 2-minute mark. As the Beef break the huddle, 2nd down and 4 at the 19 of Salina. Omaha trails 35-19. Pistol formation, Deshaun Jones in the backfield. 2 wideouts near side. There was movement. I thought there was going to be a flag. There was not. They throw, it's DeBose, and it bounces, and Jones comes up with it. He's in the end zone. It's a touchdown for Omaha. Wow, DeBose had it, and good defense was breaking up the pass, and Jones came in and cleaned it up, took the ball out of the air, and finished it off. Lucky break for Omaha. They needed it. They'll take it, and they'll leave the offense on the field to see if they can make this a 2-point game, or a 8-point game with the 2-point conversion. Omaha needs to get their personnel on the field. Kickers, they don't know what they're doing once again. Play clock's down to 15. They're going to kick. Jones, Marvin Jones is not happy. As play clock gets under 10, they're going to kick to make this a 9-point game. I'm not sure what the rationale is behind this. They're going to have to hurry, though. Here's the good kick. It's up, and it's good. So 55 seconds to go. Still a 2-possession game, or an 8 and an Uno. With 55 seconds to go in the third quarter, 35-26.
I'm not even looking close. The defensive back tried to rip the ball out of the hands, right?
Yeah, he tried to rip that ball out.
And then we caught it.
Correct. So you wonder. Obviously, it was not a completed catch, though. He never had it in his hands, apparently. Otherwise, he would have been down by contact, because he's laying on his back as that ball came out. And great effort by the defensive backs for Salina. But one of those breaks just going Omaha's way, and we'll see if they can take advantage. That's what it's going to take, is some luck to try to get back in this game.
Yeah, and took, a little just over a minute off the clock.
Quick score, definitely advantageous for Omaha. You just wonder, though, why they elected not to go for 2 there. They did go for 2 the time before, did fail at it, but this made it a 9-point game. So do you have Jeremy Stevens try for the Uno here? That would make it an 8-point game, and if he at least gets it over the wall, it prevents a return. But of course, it'll be out to the 25-yard line. We'll see what Marvin Jones has in mind as Reynolds puts it on the tee. Reynolds checks off. He's been dying to try an Uno this year. And it's not going to be. Low line drive kick, fielded by Brooks, 3 yards deep, out to the 5 to 10. He's got a head of steam, 15-20. And they should have maybe tried it as he's going to get out to the 23-yard line. So another good return. We've seen good returns by both teams here tonight in good field position for the most part all night long for both teams. Salina, though, 5 touchdown drives in their last 6 drives. The only one they did not score on was at the end of the first half and did not score on that opening drive where it looked like Omaha was going to have a great night on defense, but some intensity they were unable to keep up. Clock is running. It's under 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Low snap, pitch to Brooks. Brooks turns it upfield. He's out near midfield. A flag comes in from the backfield. Likely a hold against the Liberty. We'll wait for the call. Haven't seen a lot of those type of penalties here tonight. A couple of legal defenses, a couple false starts, and here's a hold against Salina. So that'll back them up 10 yards. Salina will not have to run a play here in the third quarter if they elect not to, as there's 22 seconds to go. Looks like Salina's going to at least look like they are. Nope, and now they've changed their mind, and they will let the clock expire. Actually, the ball's not spotted yet. That's half the problem. Haran O'Neal wants to know why is the clock running and the ball's not spotted. And Salina does still want to try to run a play. The chains aren't in place, and Haran O'Neal is not happy with the mechanics of the officiating and chain gang on the field as time expires here in the third quarter. What Haran O'Neal is happy about, though, is his team's out in front by 9, 35-26, going into quarter number 4. Salina looking to move to 8-0 on the season and lock up home field advantage for the upcoming playoffs. We'll come back 15 minutes to see if they could do it. You're listening to Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football on the Boomer Sports Network.
Is customer service dead, you ask? Well, at Zero Res, you may call them old-fashioned, but they believe customers deserve to be treated just like your family. From the rock stars that answer the phone to the team at your doorsteps, they all share the same passion to make customers happy. Their guarantee is much more than a service warranty. It's their commitment to wow their customers. If you need your carpets cleaned right, call your friends at Zero Res, 402-603-0570, or visit ZeroResNE.com.
I always wanted to do this. The mess, the noise. It's gonna be awesome.
Babe, what are you talking about? And what's with the sledgehammer?
I'm gonna demo the bathroom.
We chose Bathfitter to do the remodel, remember?
So?
With Bathfitter, there's no demolition or mess. They custom make our new bath and can install it in as little as 1 day.
No demo?
No demo.
Bathfitter's been exceeding expectations for 35 years, and we've got over 2 million satisfied customers to prove it. Visit bathfitter.com to learn more and book your free in-home consultation.
Football fans, are you an ink fan? Well, stop by and see our friends over at Eternal Tattoo and Body Piercing at any of their multiple facilities all across the Omaha and Lincoln metro areas. They are providing the cleanest facilities, which you know is important, especially in these times, and the best quality tattoo and body piercing services around this area. Check them out for yourself. Find a location, visit them online, eternalink.biz, B-I-Z today for more information. Mr. Porky Butts Blaine Hunter, he grew up barbecuing in South Texas from a very young age. He was helping his dad check eating the temps of fires as soon as he could help the passion that would happen in the world of low and smoke pit smoking. Over 27 years of experience combined with culinary education from Johnson & Wales and FVTC culinary schools, he started competing professionally in the barbecue circuit in 2013. 5 short years later, he's accumulated one of the most impressive resumes on the barbecue circuit across the country. You have to try it today. 154th just north of Maple, and at PorkyButtsBBQ.com.
We go to the fourth quarter here at the Slaughterhouse in Ralston, Nebraska. Ralston Arena, Todd Walker, Kirk Heyer, Tom Corritor with this number 1 versus.
Hey, Beef fans. Even though the game is almost over, there's still plenty of fun to be had at Therapy Bar and Grill, the official after-game party location of your Omaha Beef. Be sure to join the players, coaches, rump roasters, and even the prime dancers at Therapy Bar and Grill and catch up on all of the post-game excitement. We're less than 3 miles away at 5059 South 108th Street. We'll see you there, and go Beef.
Scrimmage, this should be a false start on Salina, but they're going to be not happy that there's still music being played when that occurred, which should not have been happening. I think that's what Haran O'Neill's going to come out here to mention to him, that you can't hear the play call when the music was still being played. But regardless, it's going to be a penalty on Salina. It'll back them up 5 more yards. It'll be second down and 25. And they'll try to start the fourth quarter once again. And now the officials pointing over to the media area, making sure that mics and sound is off. It's quiet from there, but the fans are making noise. Second down, 25 from the 5. We got movement once again. Movement all over the place. We got whistles, and the referees are going to say this one's on them. I don't know what that means, Kirk. They weren't moving. Omaha wanted another false start. Bodies were moving all over the place. Officials say it's on them. Meanwhile, the clock was running. It runs again. They'll try this first down once again. Second and 25, first and 25, excuse me, in the end zone. Kidd running around, throws down the wall. It's incomplete. Good coverage. Trey Dudley-Giles actually ended up on the wall, standing on the wall in defense.
That's a pretty good hops.
That is a pretty good hop. Pretty sure you can't do that.
No.
After the play, personal foul on a defense, number 8. Hit his hand to the quarterback. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Well, you just heard that. A late flag came in. A personal foul against Omaha for running into the quarterback late turns what was second and 25 into an automatic first down for Salina. And they move it out to the 22-yard line. Whitehat comes back to the sideline. Once again, there's too much noise going on. He does not like that. That should not be occurring. And things seem like a mess right now on the field. Referees are running around, balls in play. Mitch Kidd's telling them we're not actually ready. Officials aren't in the right place. It's chaos. So first down and 10 for Salina, fresh set of downs, 14 minutes and counting. Handoff is to Brooks, straight up the middle, off a couple Beef defenders and through a couple more. He's still on his feet, 15, 10, 5, and brought down inside the 5-yard line. Not sure what's going on, but it's a mess all over the field. And once the play finally went, it turned into a large gain for Salina. It's going to be first down and goal. They had troubles getting the play off. They had troubles getting the ball into play. They finally snap. They go right up the middle, and that's the run game. That was actually the bigger fear for Omaha is the running attack.
Yeah.
Wasn't in the first half. Actually, most of the game is all the touchdowns have been through the air. Mitch Kidd has 5 through the air right now. He's looking for number 6. First and goal. Drops back. Wants to throw. Has time. There's a man off his fingers. And incomplete. That's Brooks. Be second and goal for Salina. And Salina is content with taking as much time to get these plays off. At this point, they're up by 9 right now. Basically a two-possession game, or a touchdown, a two-point conversion, and an uno. So any points here would make it a full two possessions. They will take their time and make sure they don't fail. Kidd keeps it himself, turns it upfield. He's down to the 3. We talked about Salina, 77% in the red zone efficiency this season. 33 of 43 coming into the game, 33 touchdowns. They get in the end zone, they score, and they score touchdowns. They're looking to do it once again. It will be 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. Under 12 minutes to go when this ball is snapped. Omaha doesn't just need a stop, they need to somehow get this ball. Kidd, pump fakes, looks, has a man. No. It's in and out of the hands, incomplete. It looked like touchdown number 6, but he couldn't hang on as he tried to finesse it into Tracy Brooks. Pretty good defensive coverage. It's going to be 4th and goal. Would Haran O'Neal just take the easy field goal to make this a 12-point game? No, he's going to leave the offense out there and try to put this game as far out of reach as possible. He sends the play into Mitch Kidd on 4th down. And Haran O'Neal actually may use a timeout and think about this one for a few more minutes. It's the first timeout for Salina. I think he may reconsider this and send in the kicking crew after the timeout. We'll see if that's the case.
Hey, Beef fans. Even though the game is almost over, there's still plenty of fun to be had at Therapy Bar and Grill, the official after-game party location of your Omaha Beef. Be sure to join the players, coaches, rump roasters, and even the prime dancers at Therapy Bar and Grill and catch up on all of the post-game excitement. We're less than 3 miles away at 5059 South 108th Street. We'll see you there, and go Beef.
not a lot of players on your roster. It's not like you can rest a lot. Matchups and your guys for the postseason. Omaha just trying to find a way to win and stay in control of their own destiny. Jackson out of the empty. It's pretty much throw time now. He has pressure behind, has to run forward. Gets tackled forward down to the 15-yard line. That'll be good for 2 yards, be second down and 8.
He had a lot more room to go move upfield.
Yeah, if he would have decided to take off earlier, he's not fast, but he would have had more yards up that far dasher board. Instead, good for 2 yards at the 15-yard line. Clock continues to run, though, as we approach the 7-minute mark. 2 wideouts each side on the line of scrimmage. High motion out of the slots. Quick throw over to Tyler Jones into the wall. Out of bounds at the 11-yard line. That's good for another 3 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. Under 7 to go. Third down and 4. Ball at the 11-yard line of Salina. Omaha trying to put it in the end zone and see if they can make the big comeback. High motion. Jackson to Pargo. Complete. Good for first down. Down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Omaha. So the Beef have been playing from behind since late in the first quarter. And want to try to get some tempo going there. Jackson will come in to the huddle with the play from Marvin Jones. Under 6 minutes to go now in regulation. Huge drive for Omaha as they need to finish this one off. High motion, here's a sweep. They hand it off to Darden, and he splits in for the touchdown. He found the seam and took it in, and it's a 3-point game with 5:34 remaining.
Yeah, that forward pitch.
It's going to get interesting here. They are going to send Jeremy Reynolds out to make it a 2-point game. So the clock will go down to 5 minutes, should stop at the 5-minute mark. And we'll see if Omaha get within 2. They figure there's a lot of football to go yet. Clock does not stop at 5, even though it should. Extra point is up. He missed it. He missed it wide to the left, and 4:56 remaining in regulation. It's Salina 35, Omaha 32. Final 4:56. We come back. You're listening to Omaha Beef Football. Just a reminder, Beef Football is on KOBM Omaha, 94.5 FM, 1420 AM, and on myboomerradio.com and all across the Champions Indoor Football YouTube network. We'll be right back with the conclusion here at the Slaughterhouse, Omaha Beef Football on the Boomer Sports Network.
Attention craft beer fans, at Pint 9, they're committed to tradition and innovation. They stand on the tradition of brewers before them to create aroma-driven American ales and complex Belgian beers. They appreciate fine German lagers and English session ales, but they also crave the innovation of one-off batches and barrel aging. Their beers are highly fermentable and highly digestible while being scientifically sound and artfully executed. They hope you enjoy drinking their beers as much as they enjoy brewing them. Visit their website today. It's pint9brewing.com. Cheers.
4:56 to go in regulation. We have a 3-point game. Salina 35, Omaha 32. And Marvin Jones at this point, Kirk, is, going to rely on his defense. He believes in them. They're going to need to get a stop, get that ball back, and then it's going to get interesting. It's a 3-point game, but, boy, you just don't want to come down to a field goal. We've seen a blocked field goal. We've seen missed extra points, and you're going to have to try to find the end zone, I'd assume. We'll see what Jeremy Reynolds is able to do. High end-over-end kick. It's going to be fielded 4 yards deep and brought out. Head of steam, 5-10. Brooks to the 15. He's tripped up. Down at the 16. Good coverage by the Beef on kickoff. Salina will start at the 16-yard line with 4:47 to go here in regulation. So Omaha needs to do what they've done rarely tonight. That's stop the Salina Liberty offense. Get that ball back, and Salina, no turnovers yet tonight. Be a good time for one if you're an Omaha fan. You hear the crowd supporting this defense. The clock was running at 4.5. Here's the pass. It's complete to Bird Mix. He's good for 6 yards out to the 21-yard line. Be second down and 4. Again, Omaha and Salina both have 2 timeouts remaining. Salina will take their time getting these plays off. Clock will be under 4 minutes in regulation when they snap. They gingerly come up to the line, take their time. Brooks in the backfield, pistol formation for Kidd, 2 wideouts in high motion on the far side. Kidd drops back. It's a quarterback draw up the middle, and they're going to get a personal foul on Omaha for going helmet to helmet on Mitch Kidd. They had stopped him for a gain of only 1, but they're going to call the personal foul on Omaha. This could be a huge penalty. I was wrong.
Holding.
It's a hold on Salina. I thought they got him for leading with the helmet into there. From our vantage point, apparently not. There's a hold on Salina. And that's going to put Salina backwards 10 yards.
But it was more. It was a face-to-face hit. He didn't
It was
drop his
face-to-face.
head. He didn't drop his head.
That's why you have face masks, correct?
Correct.
Second down and 14. Ball's at the 11-yard line of Salina. They're on the ball with 30 seconds left, or 10 seconds on the play clock. They'll snap it. Kidd drops back. It's complete in the flat. Brooks into the boards at the 24-yard line. Good gain on the play. They needed 14. He got a dozen. It's going to be 3rd down and 2. Big play again. Defense needs a stand for Omaha. Salina can run some more clock. They're going to get this under 3 minutes to go. Kidd comes in with the play call from Haran O'Neal. Liberty break the huddle. They're going to put the strength on the far side. Bird Mix is going to line up in high motion and run forward. He looked off sides. There's the flag. It's complete up the boards, but I think this should be offsides. In fact, if he was offsides, it should have been stopped. That should be a legal procedure. We should have stopped the clock. I'm not sure why they let that play continue. Let's get the call. It is a false start, so I'm not sure why that play was allowed to continue, which cost him 10 seconds. That's a dead ball, correct, Kirk?
Yes. Yes.
So, what do you know? They'll start the clock. 2.5 and counting after they march off the penalty. It's 3rd down and 7. Crowd's into it. Play clock down to 10. It's loud here in Ralston. Play clock down to 5. Here's a high motion. We got movement, no flags. There should have been something. It's complete to Bird Mix. He's going to get the first down. There was movement before the flag, or before the ball was snapped, I believe on Omaha. Should have been blown dead. It wasn't. Break for Salina as they're actually able to complete. That's a penalty Omaha's going to wish they had actually called on them. 3-point game, Salina trying to run out the last 100 seconds of the game. 140 and counting. 3-point lead. Omaha can only stop it twice, 2 timeouts, and then 1 time with a 1-minute warning. High motion, Brooks on the sweep play, turns it upfield to the 20. He's going to be stacked up. Gain of 2 to the 19-yard line. And Marvin Brooks will use his second, or Marvin Jones, excuse me, will use his second timeout. So we see a false start on Salina. Not
Hey, Beef fans. Even though the game is almost over, there's still plenty of fun to be had at Therapy Bar and Grill, the official after-game party location of your Omaha Beef. Be sure to join the players, coaches, rump roasters, and even the prime dancers at Therapy Bar and Grill and catch up on all of the post-game excitement. We're less than 3 miles away at 5059 South 108th Street. We'll see you there, and go Beef.
We win.
You saw a more balanced attack as well, on the ground and through the air. Finally it seems like that offense is starting to hit and get some tempo and again, confidence as well. We keep getting back to that.
And they're making something. We saw a little bit of different stuff on offense to take in effect the personnel that we've got. Trying to do some stuff that we thought on paper would work but didn't, and now changed it.
We talked about it as well. Salina a little beat up. They had some starters that did not even dress here tonight, including the quarterback. But at quarterback, I think that's irrelevant. It's quarterback A and quarterback B.
Right.
Jake Latimer not playing, a couple other defensive players as well. So not a full squad, but backups for Salina, they're pretty good too.
Yeah.
So, anyways, final score, epic win for the Beef here tonight, 39-35. Omaha goes to 5-3 in league play, all alone in second place, and in control of that first round home playoff game, 39-35 over Liberty. Liberty fall to 7-1, but still in control of home field throughout.
And we're in our house next week.
That's right, Dodge City. You want to check that out. If it's anything like this game, let's hope it's not. I don't know if I can take another one of these. But a close game last week. Dodge City comes up for the rematch as Omaha looks to solidify their playoff position. That game Saturday night, 6:35 kickoff. And then a reminder, join us for the Omaha Beef Coaches Show on Monday night. Richard Tiemann actually will be hosting it. Monday night at the Comfort Inn, Firewater Bar and Grill. Tom Cortor will be there too. Gonna help out.
I think I'll show
up. Kirk High, everybody will be there but me. I'm taking that one off. I can't. I deserve a break after this game. So join them though. That should be a fun one and the final chance to win that ultimate tailgate party. They will be awarding it that night for the last home game coming up Saturday against Dodge City. So once again, final score from the Slaughterhouse of Beef are victorious, 39-35 for Nick Burris back in network control. Tom Corder, Kirk Heyer, Todd Walkenhorse. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.
On the count of three, I need you to please ring your bells for me. Tell the whole world what you come to see. 1, 2, 3.
Omaha Beef Professional Indoor Football on the Boomer Sports Network was brought to you by First Command, B&D Turf Cars, Bath Fitter, Berkshire Hathaway Realtor, Bree Beck, Budget Rent-A-Car, Celeron, Certified Piedmontese, Comfort Inn and Suites, CPR, Cell Phone Repair, Crown Property Management, DBS Burke, Down Syndrome Alliance, Eternal Tattoo, Great Clips, In-Phase Car Audio, Jerseys, Kingdom Insurance, Kings Moving, La Smash, Lufties, Mangelsons, Marine.